Rambler Sports Network. It's high school football. Coming to you today from Boyne City's Earl Brotherston's Field. This 26 Sports and RSN High School football presentation is brought to you by Wolverine Power Cooperative and Great Lakes Energy. Your local electric cooperative is looking out for you. From My News 26 and the Rambler
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Wheelhouse. You are watching the Rambler Sports Network. My name is Roger Coates, alongside Andy Bryant, his wife Myra Bryant. Welcome, you guys.
Yeah, thanks. It's always good to be inside, doing a couple of football games out there with you, Raj, and had to layer up a little bit, so it feels nice to be back in the gym. And we have my wife, Myra Bryant, for her first broadcast ever.
Welcome, Myra.
So,
all right.
Yeah, you got to jump right in, but you'll soon find out she is the expert among the three of us, and Roger and I are just kind of fluff here. So
yeah, it won't take long for the audience to realize that.
That's right. So we have an awesome game here between Elk Rapids and our own Boyne City Ramblers, and this has huge implications in the conference tournament coming up in a few days here. Elk Rapids comes in undefeated at 5-0 in the conference, has beaten Traverse City St. Francis, the big rivalry there between Elk and Traverse City St. Francis, and so now they sit atop the conference, and Traverse City St. Francis is 5-1 along with Boyne City at 5-1. So if Boyne City pulls off the win here tonight, this could make a three-way tie atop the Lake Michigan Conference, which again, the season is all just basing your record on seeding for the actual conference championship tournament. So if they lose tonight, Boyne City would just be third and again get a worse seed for that Lake Michigan Conference tournament. So huge game here tonight. Would have been a lot better if Boyne City would have knocked off Traverse City St. Francis the other night, but still huge game here tonight, and they can control their own destiny and take that first place tie with Elk and Traverse City. And
they're in a position to do so with a squad like we've seen, Andy. We've got some pretty good jumpers up at the net. We've got some great servers. Annabelle, great setter here. So we've got great position, great athleticism to put ourselves in a position to do just what you said, and that's contend for that three-way tie in the conference.
Well, and tonight, the scouting report on Elk Rapids, first-year coach, her name Connie Gorno, and just found out that's her first year coaching, and she is undefeated in the conference. So pretty good first year for her.
Yeah.
And she was talking about their team, very scrappy, no real big dominant hitter, but all good fundamental players. She said she's got great depth. Anybody that goes in anywhere can get the job done, and they focus a lot on defense. And talking to our girls, that was the scouting report that they had as well. Just very fundamentally sound, no real place to attack. They're real sharp with being able to place the ball wherever they want. So no real dominant hitter, but man, they know where to put the ball. So our girls tonight have got to move their feet and get to the balls that come across the net, which they've struggled with in the past few games.
And they are getting set, lined up right now. Both teams, Elk Rapids, Boyne City, getting ready for our national anthem in just a moment. And the student section filling out quite a bit as well as we're looking in that direction. We've got a lot of juniors, seniors coming out supporting their squad here. The Lady Ramblers come into play, and we are getting lined up here as the announcement from Tom Clemens inside the Wheelhouse is getting started.
That's right, and you'll see if we get a shot at the Rambler Rowdies anytime during the game, they're dressed in blaze, orange, or camo, as they are all elk hunting tonight. Good theme for the Rambler Rowdies.
And I believe, Andy, we even might see an appearance from Captain Rowdy.
Ooh.
Making his debut.
There you can see him. Look at that. Some camouflage in there. It's hard to see. All right, so we've seen the last few games, and Myra, what have you seen out of the Ramblers in the last few games that we've seen?
The more on they get from the start, it'll just build their confidence and help them to really move forward. Whenever a team's really hard defensively, it is a little trying on the flow of the game. So hopefully they can get something going early and build their confidence.
Got to get a few hits down to get the confidence going against a good defensive team. And so tonight we watched the East Jordan game, and man, it was a slow start for the Ramblers, but once they got going, man, they put the game away in 4. But it should have probably been 3, and they just had a slow start, not moving their feet on defense, letting a lot of balls hit the floor that shouldn't have, and hopefully that doesn't happen here tonight.
We're getting underway with the Ramblers introductions currently.
This is how I take attendance in my class as well.
This is well coordinated too.
Yes.
The step back is a new thing, isn't it?
The choreography is.
Yeah, it never was a step back.
Hopefully this shows our athleticism.
Well, this took, I think, 2 weeks of practice to get down, so might be some skills that aren't there, but we do look good right here. So.
It's intimidating. Could be an intimidating factor. The Elk Rapids Elks are over there watching, and could be the first line of defense here.
And so if you saw him line up over there, a good shot there from the camera way back up in the corner of the gym. If you look at our squad against Elk Rapids, man, we definitely have the size advantage. But like I said earlier to start the broadcast, Elk Rapids not real dominant in the height area, but man, real scrappy on defense. So hopefully we can exploit some of that and use some of our height.
Yeah, we do have height at that net, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I mean, if you look across with Kane and Baling and Fitzpatrick, man, that is a force to be reckoned with. And then, you know, I guess Musser would be the short one in there, but she's
not very short.
She looks me in the eye in class. And
and then you got the beautiful touch of Annabelle Seeley. She's always setting that ball just right for the girls, and she is our team setter, number 2. Keep an eye on Annabelle.
And obviously the team leader, your setter's got to be a strong leader out there. This is her 3rd year on varsity, all-conference setter. And just obviously tons of experience here at setter, and only a junior. So, I mean, there's only one senior out there. It's Molly Birch. Yeah. So everything is coming back next year besides Molly, and it's looking good. Future's looking good for Rambler volleyball.
So we're getting underway here. Number 13 set to serve for the Elks. That's no 13 on the roster here.
Looks like we have a
out of rotation
issue right away. Not a good way to start.
Some overlapping on serve receive. That's a little rough to start with the momentum here. Hopefully we get it back right away.
Well, that should have been a point or not? No point on that? Oh, nice hit there.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't have a point, but all right, well, cool. Well, maybe they gave us a free one.
There it is.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I was going to say that overlapping rotation, they should have got a point for that. So now it's 1-1. Musser with the great hit. There's a replay right there you can see on the net cam. That's fantastic.
Yeah, who set that net cam up?
Yeah, well, Noah Lockman made the mount, and that beautiful camera right there. Awesome. Musser just kind of sends it over softly. Here's a good hit by Elk Rapids, and blocked by Baling, leading blocker on the team. Another great block by Musser and Baling, and there's that height coming into play right away.
And Musser does not look short at all going up with that ball there on the net.
Let's take a look at that. I mean,
we're going to have Myra draw this up. She's got control of the tools here on the laptop.
She did great pressing the ball back over the net.
2 blocks right in a row. Here comes the other one right back at it. And watch this. Watch the height on the net.
And a really slow replay coming in, but that did work out in our favor.
And while we were doing the replay, that one just went off the hands of Molly Birch, and Elk Rapids now 2-1 and serving. See our athletic director, John Hertel, in the background there. Just came in, football.
Brookshire with the serve for the Elks, gets it going.
And there's just a tip over the block.
Heads up play by Molly Birch there.
There's a block coming. That one goes over, and Caitlin Gabos just could not get to that one. Now, does she need to be playing up a little bit closer on that, Myra, or is she in the right spot?
She's in the right spot. It's just adjusting to see whether they're hitting it or going to chip it over the block like that.
Another great serve. Elk Rapids up 3-2. Good set there by Seeley, and Musser just not bringing the hammer down. Is she just too far back, or is that
she's just getting warmed up and staying consistent, making sure the ball's in. She'll let loose in a little bit. Yeah,
that's kind of been her MO, as we've seen in the past. She takes a little bit to warm up, but then it won't be long. She'll be all over the place.
Sometimes it takes players to just find their groove a little bit.
Great serve by Baling. Tied up 3-3 right now, and there's a block that gets tipped out of bounds. That's going to be a point for Elk Rapids. Have some substitutions coming in.
Got Kane in the middle now.
Kane, as you would guess, is the second leading blocker behind Baling, the two middles. There's an unforced error by Elk Rapids. Brings it to 4-4. So kind of right where we want to be here, keeping this game close and using our height. Molly Birch to serve. Great serve. Little miscommunication over there by the Elks, and that one goes out of bounds.
They really got to shuffle through the ball. That helps with also receive passing. So hopefully they pay attention.
Another great serve there. And this one's just going to be tapped over. Molly Birch with a nice dig. That one goes over. Here comes a hit on the slide and blocked, and then that one unforced into the net.
Our blocking is really making them make some moves with their swings on the other side. It's really changing it up for them, which is great to see.
Look at the block right there.
Pressing it over the net.
Just like we said, that height is probably getting in the head of Elk Rapids, that they really have to be smart and do some different things, like Myra was saying, and they got to move and maybe get out of position for a real strong hit. And that one is, Boyne City's going to go up 7-4 here.
Yeah, taking a 3-point lead here, 7-4.
Biggest lead in that. There's a great shot there by Liv Knitter. That was good. She's all over the place with that sideline cam. Does a great job of football too. Molly Birch to serve again. Nice set there. Molly Birch right there behind the block to get that one. Musser, there it is, kind of off balance. Send that one over.
The Elks dig it up.
Seeley.
Still going.
That set was just a little bit off target, but Musser makes it work.
She does. She got that left up there and managed to get it over.
We've said that about Gabby Musser. Every time we watch her play, she is just kind of all over the place. Not real regimented and just a approach and slam the ball down. She is all over the place, and even on that tough set, she gets it down. Good block attempt there.
Nice and consistent.
Musser.
Just over the net by Musser.
That's a two.
And
that's
it works.
Hit. Yep. Nice job. Musser starting to warm up now. 9-4, biggest lead of the night for Boyne City.
And I see what you guys are saying about Gabby. She can spike it. She can go at it hard, and then she comes back with a little tap over the net, keeping the Elks guessing over there.
Oh, and Molly.
Going for the short serve.
Trying to just drop it right in there.
Trying to drop it in.
Kind of looks like me and my pitching wedge. I try to drop it right in the green. It goes right into the bunker. Yeah. 9-5.
Elks get the serve back. That's number 3, Alex Melton.
Fitzpatrick gets that one, and Musser's got to just send that one over. Good set. Here's a block by Musser, and she sent that right to the middle. Man.
That's a good swipe. Good place to put it. She's
Let's take a look. Take a look at this. Watch her hands.
It appeared, Danny, she was just going up for the block, but she ends up putting it right in the right spot there for a point. Boyne City gets
wasn't really a block, was it?
It wasn't. Yeah, tapped it over.
She swiped it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that the term? Swipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Swipe.
She swiped it. I'm learning so much. Block there. Just got between.
Well, I'll tell you, if Jake Keltz and Hewitt are watching, they're probably thinking, we're doing really good.
Lots of knowledge.
Yeah, these guys know what they're talking about.
Kane's got to get those thumbs to the ceiling and close that block off. That one will go down next time if she does that.
A little too much of a gap in between there, and they got it through. Oh, a nice one there by Fitzpatrick.
It was a good swing.
And that one's going to be long.
Yeah, nice communication from the Ramblers calling it out, and there it goes out. Ramblers get the serve back.
Kane off the floor, Baling now in.
So I find it funny, Myra, we were calling the last game, and Andy was talking about, you know, the kids running around, who was watching the kids. Now that both of you are on the set,
Yeah.
that really
I have no
begs
idea.
the question.
No idea where the kids are.
Where are they?
If we could get maybe a camera on our kids every once in a while, just so I know where they are. Yeah, we're getting word that they're not in the truck, so everybody in there is pretty happy. It's quiet. So right now, blocking going well for Boyne, but some of those blocks, they're not getting closed off, as you would say, Myra, and so
Yes.
hard to read that and when you're backing up that block, correct?
Yes, yep. The block covers a whole area on the court that you don't have to worry about defensively. So if there's a hole in the block, now you have to really be able to cover a lot of court.
You have to worry about it.
You got to worry about it. Blocking really makes your defense easy, or easier.
Here comes a block, and that one goes down the line, and that was too hard for Gabos to handle. That was a great shot down the line, and that was the scouting report that the girls were talking about against Elk Rapids is, man, they can put the ball wherever they want. They're going to have to tonight.
I thought Caitlin was in a good position there to make a play there.
She was close, yep, she was close. Just get that hip around, she would have been right at target. So she was right there.
Unforced error by Elk, and that's 12-8 now. Molly Birch coming back in for Dicey Siska. Seeley to serve. Great serve.
Solid serve.
That was nice. Nice hit there, but just did not get the wrist curled down. Am I saying that right? When they hit like that, that one didn't. They didn't.
Yeah, there was no follow through on the swing to make the ball drop.
Man, that's just a trained volleyball eye right there.
I know, or you guys were coaching each other last night watching them.
If I say this, you say this.
Nice back set. Yep.
Seeley was set to Baling. Just kind of dumps that one over. Here comes another hit, and that one's deep.
Nice.
You could kind of see that coming, being off the net and the angle of her shoulders. You could tell that one was going to be a little bit deep.
Well, that's a very split last-second decision there by Gabos, and she makes the right call.
Yes, she knows the backcourt well.
Another great serve by Seeley. There's a free ball coming to Gabos, and then set by Seeley to Fitzpatrick, and that one's down and almost. Great dig over there by the libero for Elk.
Yep. Fitzpatrick really reached well on that for her. She
I was watching.
On top of the ball, went right down the line, so that was a good swing.
Timeout, Elk Rapids.
Feet, Myra got off the ground probably 3 feet into the air, and she just went airborne.
She needs that, right? She's another one that takes a while to warm up. It's good to see her striking the ball well this early. And Boyne City up by 7 here, 15-8, and I was not expecting this right away. I thought this was going to be a battle back and forth, but
this
Boyne,
is great to see. It really shows how much blocking helps a team really move forward. Everything from your defense to putting the other hitters in a little bit of a slump. It really makes a big swing a big deal.
Makes them think. It's like it's in basketball. There's a good look at the Rambler Rowdies. I have no idea what that dance is. I think I could do that dance, though. Look at, Max knows he's on camera.
He found the camera. There they go. Pete's following.
Look at Nick Allen, Pete. Oh my goodness, this is. I don't know if I'm proud or embarrassed. It's really awesome.
I don't know if
I thought they did it well. Those hips were moving good.
Yeah, all in sync. Yeah.
Maybe that's what they do when they go elk hunting.
Yeah,
That's
it
right.
is the attitude that sold it. It was the attitude.
Yeah. Be confident. That's what you're doing. Well, in talking with Josie Baling after school today, I asked her about the scouting report, what's the plan. They said we got to be real focused on our blocks and we got to move and get to the ball on defense, and it looks like so far they've been doing that. And there's
yes, they're creating a lot of issues with Elk Rapids for that.
Well, if I'm going up to hit and I got Baling and Fitzpatrick up in my face, that makes you think. Really makes you think, and you can see it just happened right there. That girl came up and just, there's nowhere to go with that.
We have a substitution.
Papa John making his appearance here in the back door here. Myra, did you see that?
Anybody else see that? I don't know if I saw that.
Papa John's in the house. Nice dig out there by number 13.
It's a great back.
Oh, man, great block by Baling. Again, there it is.
Boy, them blocks are really paying dividends for the Ramblers, and the Elks have not found a solution yet.
And we've said that every time we watch Boyne play, Myra, about, man, look at that front row. It is unbelievably tall and long, and they could block everything coming at them. And tonight they're doing that.
Tonight they're doing that.
And there's an unforced error by Hannibal Seeley. Just a little excited, went a little long. 17-9 now. Chelsea Coleman, little miscommunication between her and Caitlin. And Chelsea Coleman is normally a fairly aggressive back row player, defensive specialist, and she just did not get to that one. Got to move those feet. Caitlin gets that one. Good set. Well, a little bit outside on that set.
If Fitz can just wait a little longer and stay back, she can get some momentum and get up to get that ball.
Timing was a little off on that one.
Timing was a little off.
Oh, and that one barely makes it over. Makes it tough to read.
Great serve, yeah. That one dropped really well.
Let's take a look at that as it crosses that net. Man, that looked like it just barely got over, and that's tough for Molly to read, and she just didn't get to it. Again.
All right.
Whose ball is that? I always ask this question when I'm watching that. Whose is that?
That would be, in this case, that would be Chelsea's.
Okay. That's Chelsea's ball. And like we said, Chelsea's normally a really aggressive back row player. And she's just a little hesitant in the big moment here. Set by Molly Birch, and then a tap down by Baling. Man.
That goes to show you how important serve receive is. She did great making the adjustment and moving Gabos to the center to take that pass. So.
And Josie Baling, this is basically her first year on varsity. Last year she would have been up, but due to the shoulder surgery, she didn't play. So just tons of raw talent, getting better and better every game. Just topped it right over. Fitz not there. Got to be.
Yep, Fitz has to be up. Elk Rapids, especially that they're getting blocked a lot, are going to start looking for the tips, and that was a great tip spot for them. Good
read by Elk Rapids. Now our girls have got to make sure they're ready for that. Cover that space behind. Caitlin, nice dig out. Seeley, back set. Birch just sends it over lightly. Good block by Baling, and way to cover it up, Musser, and here she is with a hit, and just hit that.
She did. Everything looked good. She was in the right position, had her arm up nice and early. It was just hit off the side of her wrist. She got to open that hand big so she has lots of surface area to make contact with the ball. It was the right decision to take her hands up to take that pass. They were just a little soft. She just needs to firm them up like little diving boards.
Wow, you're starting to throw out all the coaching tips now. Any visuals we could have here?
A Hershey kiss or a set of horns on the top of her head.
Oh, another serve just sneaks over. There's Musser. Good block by Elk Rapids. And Birch just sends one over and giving the Elks trouble. They get it over. Seeley had nothing to do with good set of net. Look at that poke over. And she shoots that one. Oh, and they're there for it. And, you got it. Good hustle. And the fact that Seeley was on the floor kind of made it hard for everybody to get to it. But great hustle by the Ramblers.
She was reading the tip nice and early and was there to take it. It's just Birch reached behind her to try and help out. It's just a miscommunication.
And don't look now, but it's 18-17, and Elk is right back in this game. Oh, that was going to be out. And Fitzpatrick.
It's really important to depend on your teammates to help you call the ball in and out, especially when you're moving all over the court, to know exactly where the line is.
And that'll tie it up 18-18. Ramblers on a good run there, but Elks coming back, making a tie game here. And timeout.
Coach Mallory Slate, smart timeout right here. I mean, stop the bleeding here, see if we can stop the momentum. And what I'm starting to see is Elk Rapids is now starting to warm up, starting to figure out the blocks, and they're getting the ball around them and over them.
Yep. So we have some holes that we need to cover and make sure that we take care of our tips, especially since they're not. Elk Rapids isn't known to be a big hitting, big swinging team. Nothing unusual there. I'm sure they've expected it. They're just having to make the adjustments and get used to it.
So what do you tell them in the huddle right there? The same thing you just said? Make sure you're focusing on them.
Be ready for the tip and make sure that defensively they're covering those areas, those holes. I'm sure that they've already gone over in their pregame, their game plan of where the primary areas are of those players and where they tip. So hopefully with that information, they can make that adjustment easily to pick that stuff up. And then the next biggest thing is to just get the ball to target so we can set it and get a hit.
Great serve by Elk Rapids. Musser.
Brookshire the server.
We've got 2 really good passes, which really allows our hitters to get a swing. In both cases there, they each got a great swing.
And we talked about this last time we watched them play. There's Josie Bailey in the middle. Just extreme athleticism, can get up off the floor. I think we just need to be setting that ball more to middle with Jillian Kane and Josie Bailey in there. Those are just the twin towers, and you got to hit them the ball more often.
The setter from Elk Rapids had a nice little push to the other side. It was a smart play, nice place to put it.
A little off balance right there, and that's going to be a little long for Musser.
A little long. Musser likes the set just a little inside so that she can reach up nice and high. So that one went a little over her shoulder.
A little more to the outside. She had to do a little reach and put her off target. 19-19. This was what I was expecting. Good set by Seeley right to the middle. Kane kind of couldn't get the full hammer down on that one, but maybe they heard us. Setting more to the middle. There's Musser. Good block.
Elk Rapids showing themselves as a good defensive team, picking up all that stuff.
Oh,
They're getting a hand on
Musser
everything.
puts them in trouble with that tap over. And Boyne City goes up 20-19. We're going to take a look at this replay, Myra. What do you see?
Gabby's reaching nice and high, just hitting it right off the block. Elk Rapids was a little late on the block. Got it right down the line. That was a great spot by Musser.
And Birch with the serve.
There's Fitzpatrick in the right spot, covering that block. Oh, man, Kane. They're starting to feed the middle a little bit more, and that one was down the line, and Molly didn't know if she wanted to take that fully or not, and that one goes out. 20-20.
That's a great spot for Kane to hit. Hopefully she does that more and more, because that's really going to make it hard on Elk Rapids defensively.
And Birch sits down, and we have Dicey Siska coming in, number 1 on the rotation. Number 3 for the Elks, that's Alex Melton again for the serve coming up.
Oh, man, what a serve. What a serve. And that's tough. I mean, we have our girls all lined up in the middle like that. Is that tough if they send one right over the middle?
They just need to be ready for it. Hopefully Gabby takes a step up here as soon as she gets ready to serve.
There you go, Kelsey Hubbard cheering loud for my volleyball girls from my apartment in Plymouth. Hashtag Boyne Tough.
Thanks for tuning in, Kelsey.
Yeah.
And she's probably appreciating RSN broadcasting this game tonight. Get a chance to see her Ramblers in action.
Got out to a hot start, and now they're down by 2 here. Set by Seeley to Musser. Again, not bringing the full hammer, as I would like to describe it. Fitzpatrick. Good block by Seeley.
Nice battle at the net. Goes Seeley's way. 22-21 Ramblers.
That was a big play.
Watch this here. This kind of stalemate at the net.
She gets up, presses it right back across.
And that's pretty clean, huh, Myra?
That was
Absolutely.
very clean.
And it was the press at the end that pretty much tipped the scales. And there's a great block by Kane. And it's tied up, 22-22.
How do you get that ball over with the Twin Towers up there like that?
How do you do it?
And they got to find a way to do that. And they've got some little things that they're working on, but those blocks.
There's another point right there. 23-22. Now, I'll tell you what. I think Fitzpatrick and Kane could block me into net without jumping. So they start jumping and bailing, get up, man. I don't have a chance. Timeout there by Elk Rapids. 23-22. And while we have a timeout, let's just take a look at the last block and get some of the coaching expertise from Myra. If we could draw this up. Here comes that replay.
Seeley, you see great that she got.
So that's the great block we saw Seeley go. Yeah,
there she goes, right there. She's pressing really hard, both hands, nice big open hands.
And take a look at the positioning. Can we see that again? See that again. I want to go
the
back.
technology great, Myra.
Yeah, it is.
One little X there, that said it all.
Yeah, if we look at it again, let's watch what on the block what they should be doing behind when you're talking about that. Oh, there's the celebration. That's good.
Oh, my kids have food.
Well,
hey, all
there
right.
is an aim sighting.
They exist.
One's good, and somehow they got a Twix and on the run.
He just ran by, so with a candy bar in hand. That's good. Oh, down the line, great hit. Great. That's right. Our replay isn't as quick, so I think Ethan Hills is on replay and a lot quicker at quarterback than he is on replay apparently.
We got some role reversals here tonight, right?
Okay,
Girls are out playing and not doing replay, and Ethan's in there doing replay.
Most of the VI crew is on the floor right now, so. It is, yes, the football reversal here. Most of the football players are now in the truck.
This is great. They can each appreciate each other's job a little more.
It's the beauty of the VI program. Elk Rapids goes up by 1 here, 23-24, and now it's getting to be every single point matters. Set by Seeley to Fitzpatrick. She's going to go down the line. There's a free ball coming. Set by Seeley. Fitzpatrick, and she goes across this time, and that one's out. And that will end the first game. And man, she rarely goes across the floor there, and that time she did, and just was a little long. So Elk Rapids takes the first game by 2 points. Close one, and we are
going out to thank Bob Mathers Ford, our sponsor for that first set. Bob Mathers Ford, we'd like to thank you for your sponsorship. Your local Ford dealer going downtown for over 100 years. Stop and see Bob and Alan for your transportation needs. I'd like to thank Bob Mathers Ford for that sponsorship this evening. We also have linebacker Carter Coates in there doing some technical directing in there. So all those angles that you see, switching up the different points of views. And Andy, we've got cameras here, there, in that corner, on the net.
That's a tough job. That's a tough job.
A lot of different angles to choose from. But we're going to take a short break right after this. We'll be right back, taking it right out. Be right back on My News 26 and RSN.
Why am I proud to be a Rambler?
Why am I proud to be a Rambler? Why am I proud to be a Rambler? Why am I proud to be a Rambler? I am proud to be a Rambler because of our Rambler Sports Network. RSN broadcasts many games throughout the year and captures some of the greatest moments in sports history here at Boyne City High. RSN is run by a TV and film class here called Visual Imaging. The Rambler Sports Network has won all kinds of awards and is a great way to show our community and surrounding schools what we do here at Boyne City High School. My name is Annabelle Seeley and I play volleyball and tennis here at Boyne City High School.
Why am I proud to be a Rambler?
Why am I proud to be a Rambler? Why am I proud to be a Rambler? Why am I proud to be a
Right there, you can see a couple of our Ramblers. Jacob Alger in that scene. Annabelle Seeley in that scene. And the girls will switch sides here. First match goes the way of Elk Rapids. And boy, it didn't look like it was going to start out that way. The way we had that little stretch there, it looked like Boyne was rallying pretty well.
I thought we were going to run away with it and get one under our belt here, but now how do you coach them out of this? I mean, they fought very well. It was a close game. I think both teams are solid. This could go 5.
It could be in a very intense comeback, says Haley Fogo.
That's right, versus the Sioux 2 years ago.
Yes,
that's right.
We broadcast that game as well sitting here, and I think that was Jake Keltz and I trying to struggle through that one.
Yeah, Haley Fogo to replay, as I call her, because she was our fantastic replay person for a couple years, and man, it's I miss you, Haley. All right, Boyne City going to serve, starting out the second game here, and see if we can kind of start the same way we started last game.
That was a great
There you
serve.
go.
Boy, the power behind that serve. I played beach volleyball with Annabelle once, and was just after about 15 minutes, I said, all right, I had enough.
That's right. Let's make you look stupid, doesn't it? Yeah. It's not like volleyball in gym class. I know that. That's 2 in a row there by the libero of Elk Rapids, struggling.
If I were Annabelle, I'd keep serving right to that spot and make her make a change.
That's right.
Usually the libero is one of your better passers on the team.
That was on the line. That was in. That's a good call. It was right in front of us, and that was a good call.
Right in front of Josie's younger sister, Maggie.
You can take a look at that serve. Holy cow. It's just a...
She reaches really high. Gets right up there.
That's a 3 years of experience up there on varsity. Definitely perfected her serve. Oh, nice hit. And that one was on the line too and in.
Yeah, they're going to call that one in, and good.
That went around our block a little bit. We need to set our block in just a little bit more cross court.
Yeah, that angle, they got to know that angle when they're coming across the block, that she's aiming across. Are they're trying to cover both the down the line shot and the cross shot, or just doing the cross?
Usually you just take away the cross, unless that hitter, like with Fitzpatrick, where she typically hits down the line, you would want to take away her line.
There was a net violation right there.
It's a good shot of the sneakers.
I love that.
That's right.
That's
Very
Olivia
artistic.
Knitter.
I tell you what, Knitter is like, this isn't just filming, this is art to her.
Just so you know, Fogo, we know everything here at Team BCVI, just in case you didn't see that tweet. Everything, Fogo.
Everything.
Musser again, being consistent, keeping the ball in.
Just
Annabelle getting a little inside on the defense. She needs to stay out closer to the line just a little bit. Elk Rapids, though, really hasn't hit a whole lot, so maybe now that they're swinging a little more, we'll get a little bit in better position for our defense. When you're so used to taking tips like that all the time, you tend to sneak in to the middle of the court to be ready for it.
And then they send one long and you're not in position.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Same analogy in football. You know, you keep bunching that box and then you throw a pass, you spread them back out. So I get it, Myra.
We're going to stuff the run, and then all of a sudden they throw a deep bomb. Yeah.
Same concept here on the court.
Bailing to serve, 5-2 now, Boyne. Great serve by Josie. Good back set here by Elk, and they just do the tip, but there's the good defense by Fitzpatrick covering that spot. Another great set here by Elk Rapids. Good block and just got caught in her hands. They didn't call it.
Nice swing by Annabelle, too.
That was a lift or carry or whatever they call it, right? Come on.
It's still going, though.
I know that it's wrong because she's laughing at me. A squeeze.
Try something else, Andy.
I'm trying everything. A squeeze, a lift, a carry, a hold, a legal procedure. What is it? I don't know.
You were sounding good.
Was I?
You were.
I lost all credibility right there.
As soon as you were like, come on, give me one. That was.
Come on, give me one. Give me something.
Well, Kane hits one down the middle here.
Is that Katie McHugh?
Yeah, there you go.
So glad to finally have some good volleyball commentating. Yes,
wow.
I agree.
All right.
Thanks for coming on, Myra.
One compliment.
I think that's what she's saying.
I think she sent the tweet before I said it was a carry or a lift or something. But yeah, it's good. We class the place right up when we get Myra in here. Now we sound really good. Oh, that's right. Katie McHugh, her dad was on the halftime hot seat at the last football game, and Katie was helping us out with a lot of those questions. So we appreciate your inside scoop there with your dad's questions.
Yeah, I just saw Bridget McHugh. Bridget did it easily, frontwards and backwards. Youngest to oldest, and then oldest to youngest.
How many McHughes are there? There's like 25, right? I think, I don't know.
16 times.
I think I have 6 or 7 of them in my class. I can't keep track. Great hit, block, but that one goes out of bounds. Well, what do you do on that one? Do they have to turn their hands in, or what? You know, let's take a look. Maybe not.
Maybe.
There's a replay of.
Yeah, that looks like a live shot there. Yep.
6-3.
Brookshire's really doing a good job passing over on the right side there for Elk Rapids.
That one just got a little out of position under the net. 6-4. That one dropped right in there. Seeley with the set. Musser with the tap over and just found the hole right there.
Did. That's one of the beautiful things about hitting the ball. That was a great push out. And she chips the ball right over the top, right into the middle of that hole.
Yeah, it looks like the blockers jumped a little too soon. Is that right, Myra?
Yeah, it was an off-speed hit.
Kind of on their way down when the ball was coming over. And trouble again for Elks. Puts another point on the board for the Ramblers.
Well, that's the thing. They've been tipping on us all night, and if you start to slam that ball, they're going to start backing up, and they were just not up there. So.
Emma's still babysitting, watching the Myra Bryant boys all over the camera.
I love it.
Got many angles. Where are they now, Emma? Where are they now?
We thought it was nice. They're playing hide and seek, which is great when we're trying to keep track of them. They're hiding all over the place.
With Twix.
Emma Vondra had to babysit last game, football game, so. Keep an eye on him. If you see him on camera, just tweet us. Let me know.
So Ames must have crawled behind the bleachers and found a Twix bar.
Yeah, he's running by with.
This looks good.
Train him to go down and get some money or something. Anything that falls out of your
Molly's set to serve.
Good hit, good dig there by Molly. Set Seeley, and that was a little off the net, so Musser just sends it over. Free ball. Here's a slide by Elk Rapids. Good play there. Do you want to explain what a slide is? If we got a replay of that one, Myra?
Well, anytime the middle goes and takes a run behind the setter and hits a back set from the middle position, it's a slide. And it's great because it makes the blockers really move and it disrupts the defense.
Good serve there by Elk Rapids. Here's middle for Kane, and there it is. They're not ready. They thought that one was going to be long.
Boy, the power of Kane going up and just bringing that one down in the right spot also puts the Ramblers up.
To the right around the block. It was a great spot for her to hit that.
And that's not even her full power. That one just kind of looped down in there and found the spot. She's not even warmed up yet. She gets a hold of one. It's going to come right to us over here in the corner.
Trouble.
Boyne City starting to roll here, 11-5. Let's see if we can keep it up all the way to the end. Musser to serve.
Anna Harmeling tweeting in, agrees with Katie McHugh about Katie's tweet, I'm guessing.
I guess, the good volleyball commentating. Again, all compliments for Myra, I'm sure.
Anna Harmeling, also another great technical director here on the Rambler Sports Network. Hope you're doing well.
She did some sports too, didn't she?
She was good at something.
Track or something, I don't know.
Yeah.
Something. I was basketball. I think she was a good basketball player.
She's a post, right?
Yeah, I've seen her play basketball. It's entertaining. Fitzpatrick sends one off, and they're gonna.
Elk Rapids is in the net. Came down.
Ramblers go up 12-6 here.
I didn't even see who was in the net on that. I thought it was Fitzpatrick in the net, but.
Our angle doesn't really.
Yeah, it's tough to see.
Help that play.
That's why we got that camera up there on the net. Davis with the serve. Good hit there by Elk Rapids, but that
she
didn't
had
get
to
it
go
down.
to the top of the block. That's the beauty of the block. It creates that whole back court that's covered like that. And so anything up and over is going to be out.
Yeah, it's tough to get over those blocks. Boyne City now up 13-6. Gatos to serve here. Puts that one short. Good set here by Elk Rapids again. That one's tipped.
That was touched, yeah.
And that's going to be a point for Elk Rapids. Again, good position on the block. The girl had to go high, and that one just caught the fingertips.
Kendra Crizel tweeting in. I
didn't see that tweet. I was
show that one more time.
Yeah.
We'll read that out.
She does a great job getting in position. She just needs to press right at the top of that a little bit better. She's right there.
Yeah. Look at how high Baleen is getting. I think she can dunk. Fitzpatrick.
Nice set.
And didn't get it.
Annabelle doing a great job setting up the block.
Yeah, I've been impressed with Seeley blocking. I mean, she's underrated because you put her up there next to all the twin, triple towers. And
Kendra's going to blame procrastinating on her homework on us. Thanks, Kendra.
All right. I didn't really need a lot of reasons when I was in college.
But when RSN's on, that is a good reason.
That's right. I'd find them.
Back set.
Good back set there, and block, and Gabos diving for that one, and that one's going to go into the stands.
Our girls were a little late on that block. That's why it went up and over.
Which then again puts it in a spot you're not expecting.
Yeah, Gabos was a great hustle though, trying to cover that spot.
Oh man, what a serve. That just dropped. How do you get it to drop like that, Coach? How do you do that?
Take another look at this, Andy.
Well, watch this thing just
Maybe there's
sink.
a spin on there, some English? Or?
Yeah, I don't know. Look at that thing. It just drops.
Elbow nice and high.
We call that a sinker in baseball.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. There's another one.
Loaded right over.
And Musser got that one. There's a set way back in the net, and that's what happens when you set that far back.
Sometimes for a blocker, those are more difficult than a hard spike. She did a great job timing that to make sure she watched the ball right at its peak there.
Set by Elk Rapids to the middle, and that one's going to go long. And 16-9.
Well, we got a lot of former Lady Ramblers tweeting in tonight, huh?
Yeah, look at all that. Live Lose, Hales and I supporting Gabos and the rest of the team. Thank goodness for Team BCPI. Yes.
Go Wildcats.
That one is going to be in.
Yeah. Myra, you talked about earlier how Caitlin has that great back court sensibility. 13 there, missed that one by a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
You got to depend on your teammates sometimes to help you call it in and out. She goes deep the last serve, and this one's short, making it hard on Elk Rapids.
Keeping them on their toes. Set by Seeley to Musser. Musser drifting on that one. Good hit by Elk Rapids. That again is Alex Melton, and just gets it inside the block.
Yeah, Josie over there pointing a hitter on the wrist, which turned that ball inward. Take a look at this replay. She's calling it hit me right on the bottom of the right-hand wrist. Yep.
Yep. So our middle.
Can we run that back again?
I don't know. Our middles really need to angle those hands in towards the court. That will prevent the ball from bouncing off to go out of bounds.
This is kind of like a quarterback that's right-handed rolling to their left and trying to throw. When you run over to get the block, you got to make sure that you square up to the net, right?
Thanks, Andy. That makes so much sense now.
I'm trying, standing in between the two of you, I got to kind of marry the whole ideas here. So, yeah, it's hard when you're running over to block.
Tough.
You got to get square, otherwise it goes off out of bounds. Little punch, and that's just drifted a little bit. Good idea.
We really got to buckle down here and get a pass. Get some momentum going our way.
Same situation we had last game about this time, 17, and Elk Rapids made a little run here.
And
that
goes into the net.
Help us out.
Yeah, that's needed that one right there. Kind of stall the run that Elk Rapids was on. 18-12 now.
Our
Kane checking in.
Switching. Yep, Kane to the front.
Bailing serve. Back set again. There's that slide we were talking about. If you have that on replay, and it worked that time. And she slid around to the right and brought it back across to the left, across the court.
And no one there on that side of the court. Allie Kane.
There's a replay. Take a look.
Jillian tweeting in.
Show us this slide right here. There's the middle.
Here she's coming from here and going around and hitting a nice little spot all the way across.
If you look, the blockers were right here, and then they all of a sudden now got to shift over this way.
That creates a late block.
Yeah, that's
fantastic replay. Is that good?
Spousal telestrating.
That's right. Allie Kane tweeting there. We didn't get that one, but
I know Allie's in Washington, D.C. I do know that, and
I'm sure she's liking to see her sister right here drop this one right down the throats of Elk Rapids.
Allie, your sister is very talented up there on that net.
How incredibly cool it is that I could be in D.C. and still watch my sister's high school volleyball game back in Michigan. Awesome. That's why we do it, Allie. It's awesome. Thanks for tuning in out there in D.C.
That reminds me, I need to call Allie soon. Oh my gosh, Allie, I'm so sorry.
Really great reach. Really great reach for her.
Not many girls could get over that block, but Jillian could.
Tweets are rolling.
Oh, the Ramblers are digging and just couldn't get to that one.
Yeah.
20-14 now. They got to keep the pressure on, keep moving the feet. Good shot there of Molly Birch, switching out with Dicey. Again, this game brought to you by the United Way. It's kind of nice to get their whole game. It's not a quarter.
Wow.
Get a whole game. It's nice. Free ball over to Elk, and they're going to send another one back here. Yeah. There's a set by Celia, and there's Kane, and she's on fire right now.
Playing that hole.
21-14. She found a spot.
Here she goes. Everyone's expecting her to hit because that's what she's been doing, is swinging away, and she chips it right over the block into this hole.
And that right there, she's trying to dig there for Elk Rapids. She was waiting for that hammer to come down, and that's why she was on her heels. Great job. Jillian just starting to warm up. Like I said, she's going to get warmed up here and feed the beast. Bring the cane. Another hit right there, block, but that one falls in, and oh my goodness, how'd they dig that one out of that mess?
Was Jillian right-handed getting in there.
Dicey Siska right there, cover that hole. There's Kane again, and she is unstoppable right now. Jillian Kane is lighting it up here in the second game. It's 22-14, and keep feeding her.
Kane and Annabelle staying loose in the front row.
Yeah.
Loose and happy.
Unforced error by Ames just came up, tugging on my shirt, asking where he can throw his Twix wrapper away. So these are all the duties we have on
it's tough.
RSN.
It's tough.
That's a great spot.
Multi-talented here on the set.
22-15, and see if Boyne can put this away. There's free ball over. We don't need to be doing that too often right now. Back set again. Off balance, and that one's going to drop in, and I thought that was going to be out too, so I was right there with you, Dicey.
That was right in the back corner.
That was a great play by Elk Rapids.
You see Dicey just got to back away from that one because it looked like it was going long. And
here's another replay all the way across. She's coming right across.
That just dropped. Look at it. I think we got a...
Yeah, it was in.
A great shot. Another nice hit right there, and Gabos digs it, but it's way out of there. And
chance.
Nice job. That's Abby Trierwiller. We'll just call her Abby.
Abby.
She's doing a good job up there, hitting over the block.
Pass.
Fitz just sends it over right in that hole. Free ball coming.
Boyne's hit that hole a few times. We really
nice. Nice job right there. They have been so worried about Jillian Kane getting fed here, and she just took them all by surprise and just tossed that ball right over. Everybody's expecting it to be a big hit. Kind of see where this ball goes, and there it is. You can see they're not ready. They're looking to see that ball.
We don't even know where that ball came from.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere, literally.
Yeah. Good replay on the net there. That was good.
23-17, Boyne City.
There's Abby Triller, and she found the spot again.
Yeah, Caitlin goes down, tries to dig it out. No good.
Got to be careful here. 23-18 now. Got to close the door right now. Do not let this one back in there.
They've rotated. Let's see if this works towards Boyne City's favor. Nice pass.
There's Brooke.
All right, Boyne City needs to start swinging and be aggressive.
I was just going to say that.
We've been hitting that hole a lot. Elk Rapids is ready for it.
Got to start hammering now. There we go.
There it is.
Put some pressure on them, make them move faster.
They called
that
it
one
out.
was out. Man,
good call.
I wasn't going to say it because last time I thought that it was in, but that one sailed a little bit.
And that's that communication, the whole team calling it out, and good call, Ramblers, 24-18.
Great job.
Timeout by Elk Rapids.
And Connie Gorno is going to call a timeout here. 1 point away from losing second game.
So one thing I'd be telling Boyne City is just to keep being aggressive. Elk Rapids likes to go to this backside for the hit.
Can we run that back if we can during the timeout? We got some time. Now, how come, if she would have got up, she didn't jump on this hit, is that going to send it deep?
Yeah, anytime you're this far off the net back here and not jumping, it's going to have to take a higher arc to get it up and over.
Is she doing that because of the block or because she was not ready for that
the
set?
Ball, yeah, she wasn't far enough outside to take that set where it was.
And then how about this? I mean, if you have your arms extended like that. Now they're down this way.
It's the head bob is what makes it.
So it really doesn't matter what you're doing with your arms as long as the head's bobbing back and forth, apparently.
I was going to say, and did you see the future talent of Drew Neer there? I mean, that's just, the future is bright with Rambler Rowdies.
Big play here, hopefully Boyne City.
Game point.
That one's out. That's going to be the game right there. So we're tied up 1-1. Boyne City takes game 2. And we are going to take a short break right now. We'll be back with game 3 of this exciting matchup.
In our family, we all use electricity differently. But when it comes to our Touchstone Energy Cooperative,
we all think about it the same way.
Because our co-op
is power.
Sure, electricity turns the lights on.
But power is the information that we get from our co-op about efficiency,
Safety.
technology. We trust the co-op.
They're our neighbors.
Our friends. Our home.
My name is Caitlin Gavis, and I play basketball, softball, and volleyball here at Boyne City High School. And I want to thank you for watching Rambler Sports Network on My News 26.
They can't see that when you're doing this and doing that. You got to just draw. Okay, we're back. We had to check on the boys, and we're looking at a replay here of the game point for Boyne City, and that one just a little long, almost hit our line judge. Makes it an easy call when you got to get out of the way. But
yep. Anytime we got to hit over this block, it really helps.
How about the fantastic call of this duo, huh? The Bryants. And Myra said, when you're going, am I laughing too much? I go, that's what we do on RSN. Right. We have a great time. We call what we see. We laugh a lot.
You're not laughing enough, I think, right? Yeah.
It's great. It's a great thing that we're doing here. You guys are doing tremendous, and it's obvious by the tweets we're coming and reading out loud to you guys that the girls out there who know the game very well certainly appreciate what you guys are doing.
There, look at the dance moves there. Carter Binkley and Nick Allen. Yeah, I don't know if those are on purpose, but man, he's doing good. Carter Binkley is an amazing dancer.
He is.
Yeah. There is the star of game number 2, Jillian Kane, adjusting her hair. Make sure that's ready.
No way, Anna. We don't believe you here. Calc's in our ear saying, nada. No, we have to see that again to believe it.
There's a tweet there by Anna that the thing is, she might have won. She might have won.
You think so?
But I don't think she knew she was playing lightning, I think, you know. So she might have just been throwing the ball around and
what are we playing?
It went in. Yeah.
Was she doing granny shots?
Yeah, I don't know. But, gotta love her. So I hope she's enjoying herself out there in Stanford.
She was pretty good in one sport, though. It was maybe it wasn't basketball. We'll try again.
Yeah, we'll keep anybody tweet in if you know.
She did win something, right? Something.
Tennis,
or undefeated.
Maybe?
She was undefeated in something.
Undefeated in something, yeah.
All by herself,
Euchre,
right?
maybe? Euchre?
Argue? Oh,
I think it was debate.
Litigation?
Debate.
DECA. Maybe it was DECA.
Here we go. We're set for game 3.
Okay, here we go. Let's see. Right away, there's
Elk Rapids needs to adjust. They need to start covering that hole, or Boyne City's just going to exploit it all night, which is great on Boyne City's part. That was a perfect spot to put that ball.
Well, another thing I noticed, you guys, the Rambler girls are in great spirits tonight. They're riding this roller coaster of high enthusiasm.
Oh, look at that. Yep. Out of position and still going to get this one over. And yeah, I agree with you. We've seen many games where they just come out tired and not. Yeah. Man, what a block there.
What a block.
Chemistry's great. They're in a happy place and playing really well tonight as a unit.
When you have this many athletes, look at the block here. It's a great job by Musser and Bailey. And again, not a lot of people that can get through that block. But they are feeling good. Winning does help. A lot of good athletes, and if you keep the spirits up, there's a tough back set, and Birch takes that one out of I think the umpire's pocket, but
that was a good attempt to keep it in play.
Nick Redmond impressed with Myra's knowledge and Max and Pete's dance moves. Go Ramblers! It's been kind of a fun night all around. It's awesome.
So much talent here. So much talent.
Yeah, I think he is fibbing on one of those.
I think Pete's still riding high on that one-handed catch last Friday.
Oh, that was phenomenal.
Which was play of the week by 7 and 4, if you ask them. So he can dance all he wants this week.
Musser sends one over, and Elk sends back a free ball. And there's Musser again, and she's going to try to drop it in there. A little too high, I think, on that drop. And there's a block, but Gabus couldn't get to that one. Just that tip slowed it down a little bit.
Elk Rapids is definitely being more aggressive this game and hitting the ball more often.
I agree, and I think Boyne's got to return that favor and be aggressive hitting and stop looking for the dropping it in there in the open spots. Got to slam it down a few times. 2-2 here in game 3.
Right here. Here's
that was an overset just a little bit. She's trying to go outside. That was a tough angle for her.
Madison Hall just attacks the net. Gets that point for the Elks. Brenton Fitzpatrick tweeting in from Marquette, cheering on his little sister Brooklyn Fitz.
There you go. Good shot of her right there.
All the Lady Ramblers. Thank you, Brenton. Always tuning in RSN. Thanks, Brenton.
Man, it is. We're getting lots of tweets here tonight. Boyne volleyball has definitely created the buzz here. So, yeah. 3-3. Good shot of the Rambler Rowdies through the team there. That's awesome. The JVers. Yeah.
The other half, though, in their red and blue.
Josie Bailing here. Serve. And down the line go the Elks. That was a great shot right down the line. The block was set up for
cross.
Was
that in, Andy?
That was in.
That was in, okay.
Oh, yeah. That's a great shot. So you're saying, and our third game is brought to you by Friggy's.
Yeah, Friggy's downtown. They do have great wings. You ever had their wings?
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Great wings. Great fish.
Yeah, Friggy's. We start talking about their fish and their chicken wings. I'm going to
get
hungry
atmosphere.
Here. Yeah.
Come on in and join them. You can even watch a game down there. Just spend a great evening with friends or family. Friggy's always supporting the Ramblers.
Oh, yeah.
Football broadcasts, now a volleyball broadcasts.
Musser sending one over lightly. Good dig there by Gabus, and there's a set, and Musser.
That's Myra in the headset trying to parent and call.
Yeah, you can hear her yelling at the boys. That's good.
Sorry.
I said go play hide and seek again.
Yeah. Go start the car.
Our boys seem to think it's a good idea to play outside in the dark.
That's a great place to hide.
That's right. You're playing hide and seek. Where would you play? Yeah. Hey, a good shot of us right there.
They seem to think
one's over there.
This door back here.
They're over there.
Chandler, I saw that. You're ridiculous. Oh, goodness.
He got you, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, as we were parenting, it's slowly 3-7 here in Elk Rapids. Getting a lead at Boyne City gets that one 4-7 now.
That's a great
good block. Look at that by Kane. Good block right there. Look at Musser again.
Going after it.
Swipe.
That's a nice swipe. Yeah, beautiful swipe.
Oh, we got some.
We got people backing her up now.
Some eyewitness accounts here.
Yeah. Katie McHugh is vouching for Anaheim. She was our star basketball player in second grade.
Second grade. Well, that's digging out some yearbooks there.
It is. Second grade. And I think her skills pretty much stayed right there at the second grade level. So
Birch really covered the line well that last play. Again.
Musser send that over.
Need to get Musser swinging.
Oh,
there she goes.
Wow. Fitzpatrick dug that one out.
Heads up play by Fitzy.
Little back row hit here and didn't get up high enough, but that's still sending over. There's a nice block right there off the shoulder.
That's Kane.
Great job by Birch. Just a great volley going on right here.
It is. There she
Musser,
goes.
there it is. Musser swinging a little harder. 6-7 now as Musser getting warmed up.
Birch is really playing this line over here well. They hit it over there 2 or 3 times, that volley.
Watch that. Yeah, that was a tough one there. Watch, here's the set for Musser. Here's Musser going up. There's a good full hit.
That was. She had a lot of power behind that.
And Elk Rapids hits it out during the replay, but and Musser still, as we've said, has still a lot in the tank.
And Ramblers closing the scoring gap here, ties it up 7-7.
Exactly what we expected. A dogfight here, back and forth. Birch sends a missile over. Here's a hit. Gable's right there, got a hit up over that block. Takes a little heat off. There's Musser again, dropping it into that spot. Set by Seeley and down by Kane.
That's what you guys were talking about, right, Myra? You want to see more of that. Just being aggressive. You got gave us bringing it in from the back.
You guys, you want those guys flinching over there. You want Elk Rapids thinking it's going to be just a bomb coming at me. And then you can start dropping it into those spots a little softer. But, man.
And Kane sent one over.
Kane is still just fired up after game 2 and all her heroics.
Oh, nice save there.
Let that one go, Molly. That one was going to be out, but she still kept it in play. Gable sends it over. Comes the block. Little tip right there. Caitlin right there in position. Set by Seeley. Way to get there. And Musser sends that one deep. A great job by Kane to get out of the way so Annabelle could set that to Musser, but Musser just sent it a little deep.
Now that rings a bell. Something about her jumping.
Oh,
yeah.
This is a fun fact. Normal basketball hoop is 10 feet, and she said she could jump over the rim of the basketball hoop. I think she's giving us hints about what sport she excelled at. Trampoline. There's a big trampoline kind of activity.
In the gymnasium.
She did. Yeah, that is.
That was another all-night party, I think.
Yes. She just wants us to say it, but I forget. So keep giving us hints, Harm. We'll figure it out.
10 feet jump. That's pretty high.
Musser to serve with a 9-8 lead in game 3. And there's tip, and Gabos digs that out. Musser sends that over. You're expecting just a free ball, but that was nothing of the sort. Here's a set. And that's just gonna.
Oh, heads up play by Annabelle.
Man, nice shoot there. Wow. Awesome job. 10-8.
Now, is that something they throw out there once in a while, Myra? It looked like a set, but she just taps it over. That was.
Yeah, she just
had an
it's
opportunity
great
and took
sight
it,
to see the floor when you're setting the ball. You have to know where your defenders are on the other side of the court, and she read it well.
And so what the read was, the defenders came up to the net, and she just sent it over.
Yep.
Kane bringing the heat again.
Kane's getting on, getting warmed up.
She's fired up. Tell you what, when you get a big middle hitter like that fired up. All right, there it is.
Trampolinist. Is that a word, trampolinist?
I think so. I think she'll spell check that for us, but pro trampolinist.
Here we have
Trampolina.
a
I think I'm going to call it trampolina.
Kane going up. She gets great extension.
And I like those fun facts, though. Keep that coming. That's pretty funny. Fun facts.
Tell you what, great
extension. Every time you're going to hit the ball right in here, you're going to get good top spin on it.
And it's not hard for Jillian Kane to extend. In my class, she has many nicknames. One of them is the giraffe. The other one is the volumetric flask, if you guys know your flasks in science and chemistry. It's the one. It's the one with the great big long neck. It's the tallest one. So she definitely has a lot of length.
Great timing, coming up right at the height. She's hitting it.
Nice spot. Nice job.
Sorry.
That's
I could have made my spot bigger.
That's right where it was.
That volleyball turned blue.
First night on the telestrator, and she puts a dot on it. Yeah, that's awesome.
This is Myra's first night broadcast.
This is where the ball will be.
You might be replaced on the illustration.
Yeah. That was impressive. That's all you needed was that dot. That's where the ball was going to be, where she hit it, and that was perfect.
Wow, she knows her stuff.
11-8 out of the timeout here. See if Boyne City can keep the heat on here. Feed her to Kane again, and that one just was a little bit too close to the net.
Yep, a little bit off, a little bit low, a little bit close.
And that's frustrating. All right, we're getting word from the truck that Anna Harmeling has given up, trying to give us hints because she had to go to class. Apparently, Stanford makes you go to class, I guess. Yeah, I don't know.
Class? Is that what
I think she's she's in the intramural trampoline.
We have some miscommunication there between our back row.
So Gabos and Siska, I always ask you this when we're watching volleyball together, whose was that? Not that we're placing any blame on anybody, but I'm confused.
If we saw a replay of it, I could draw it out to show you.
Oh, wow. That was a beautiful way to request the replay, but they don't have it.
Ethan, we're going to take it to commercial first. We'll be right back. You're watching My News 26 and Rambler Sports Networks. We'll be right back after this.
So,
Favorite thing about my street?
It's safe.
It's quiet.
We rely on each other.
And we rely on our electric cooperative.
The co-op isn't just about electricity.
It's about power.
The power of information.
About safety.
Efficiency.
Technology.
So when I have a question about energy,
I call my Touchstone Energy Cooperative first.
In my community,
I am the co-op.
I am the co-op.
And the co-op
is me.
All right, we're back, and we missed a point, 12-11. It was kind of cool during the commercial. Myra was commentating the whole thing.
Hey,
so
getting more practice.
Yeah, that's good.
It was a great play by Annabelle. She really got up.
You guys didn't see it. You saw a great commercial, but it's up 12-11 now. But Myra's getting a little extra practice. And there's a scuffle at the net, and that falls on our side. So it's tied up 12-12 here in Game 3, brought to you by Friggy's.
The best thing Boyne City can do right now is to stay aggressive. Stay aggressive at the net. Make sure we're getting our passes to target off a serve receive here. That was a little low.
Makes it tough. So you get a free ball. Elk Rapids set up here. Good block. And they're going to keep this alive. Great block. That one I thought was no chance coming back. Seeley with a set to Fitz, and that one doesn't drop in. Oh man, great spot for that one, but there's Fitzpatrick to dig that one out. Back set.
That was a beautiful back set.
That was. Great dig out there by Caitlin. Fitzpatrick, man, they're starting to figure each other out now. It's like they're just going to where they always hit. And there was a great line ball right there.
Myra gets her hand on the volleyball. Huh? How'd that feel? Huh?
Feels good. Want to get out
like
there?
The good old days.
Yeah.
Nice vicious picture of Brooklyn there.
And that, how is she? Her shoulders were not even facing that way, and she sends that one down the line, and that nobody was expecting that, and that was a good point there by Elk Rapids. 12-13, Boyne City down by 1, and now it's tied again with that unforced error into the net. And I say unforced error, but man, when you're staring down the block of Fitzpatrick and Bailey, and I think you get the yips on your hits a little bit.
You do what you can do.
Yeah.
Huh?
The yips?
Yips on the hips.
Sorry, that's a golf term. That's a golf term. You get the yips.
Yips on the hips.
You don't hit it the way you should. Thinking too much. Oh, great block by Bailey again.
She's a single blocker on that one.
Yep. If you don't know, that means that she just blocked it alone. I figured that out.
A single block.
Single block. It's a solo block, yes. There's the block there. That one went high, and luckily she missed it, and that was out. Caitlin feeling a little embarrassed, but I'm glad she missed it completely because it was out.
She knew it as she was swinging for it. She kind of pulled that in like a batter would swing a bat back.
Check swing.
A coach will take hustle any day.
Yeah.
So.
Better than not doing anything at all.
Better than not doing anything.
Great serve there by Seeley.
It was. That's a really difficult spot. Anything that's going to be up here is going to be tricky to pass back.
Man, how does she get it down in there? Just that sinker again. We like to refer all of our terms, Roger, to other sports.
Hips on the lips.
I love it. There's a good shot of the net cam right there. You can see that with Noah Lockman.
That's pretty cool.
Noah Lockman built that mount right there.
You got another one up here, Andy. Check this one out, way up here.
Fantastic.
And the sky camera usually sits at the end of the end zone.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Great views.
Oh, that was a quick right there, and what do they call that? That wasn't a quick. That was
a shoot.
That was a shoot.
Yeah, that was a shoot.
There you go. Look at that thing.
Want to telestrate that, Myra?
Oh, yes.
Look at that.
Yeah, this part, the mount.
This little bracket
was made by Noah Lockman. Fantastic design and
robotics student.
Yeah, you can barely see it up there. Oh, there's Bailey with the block and right down. 17-14.
That felt good, number 13.
She got up there so high, very easy for her to just send that right back down to the floor. Watch the push that she puts down on this ball.
She gets up nice and high, takes away the hit.
And look at that.
Oh, I was a little off in my line
you were
that
off.
time.
You need to go back to the dot.
Yeah. Arms nice and straight. She pushed hard. That was good.
Back set right there. Gabos digs that one out.
Elk Rapids really feels comfortable with the back set, which is great because it opens up all of your options.
There was a slide on that one. Musser. Oh, and that one stays. And why did they stop that? That was still in play.
Yeah, how's that go, Myra? I'm checking this out.
Help me out on that one.
It looked like something was in the net.
Somebody was in the net?
It looks like it.
How good are you at reading lips of that guy?
I was waiting for the number of the player, but he didn't.
Yeah, somebody was in the net and play stopped. So 17-15, going up by 2. Good set right here. There's the block. It's tipped. Gabos gets that one, but that's not in the right spot to pass. That's a tough one after the tip because you're reading the ball and then it comes at you in a different angle because of the block.
Yep. You always, especially when you're in the back row like that, got to stay on your toes so you can move, because that's all. You're just going to be flying in the back court there trying to pick up anything when it hits the block like that.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. Good hustle by Fitzpatrick. Seeley gets it over.
Just like that.
Got to keep moving here.
We're going to go back to that net play here where the judge, don't know what he saw, but we're going to take a look here and dial it up. And Ethan's going to cue it up right here.
I don't see anybody in the net.
Not yet. Oh, maybe right here.
Oh, here's maybe Birch was in the net. There we are, back to live action.
Oh.
17-17.
That's a lot.
And dropped it right in.
Ethan's in there thinking, man, this is a lot harder than quarterbacking.
It is. It is. Musser. Yeah, this game moves fast. It's tough for the replay people to get this on here and for us to talk about because about 2 or 3 points get scored while we're looking at replay. So Bailey, an unforced error into the net, and it's 18-18 again.
That toss was just a little low off to the right for her. She needs to really get it right in front of that hitting arm so she can get right on top of it.
They can let that drop, can't they, if they don't like it? How many times can they do that? One time? Okay.
All the way to the ground. There's a great outside set.
Musser finding that spot again, giving the Elks some trouble. They still get it over. There's a middle set for Kane, and there it is again.
We saw that coming, huh? She's got in that perfect position. Drives it home.
She was waiting for it.
I'll tell you what, I'll say it again, bring the cane and just keep feeding her.
She's got great hands. She finished well to get that ball right up.
Oh man, that's great. Back at live action here, 19-18 to Musser. Musser makes it tough. Oh man, great play by Elk Rapids to get that back over the net. Great push right there by Seeley. Seeley read that one. Birch, nice job. And Seeley goes up to challenge at the net, and that one didn't work out for her. Man, she was feeling it. Tied up 19-19. Let's take a look at a replay again and Annabelle Seeley's form.
Annabelle's got great hands. They're nice and soft. She gets them up early to take that ball in right up there. Pushes them right out.
Palms to the ceiling.
Nice and soft.
Wow, how did she get that one out?
Yeah, that time she's hustling to get that back in play.
We were watching replay, but she just dug one out. And there's a great hit by Elk Rapids right down the line again, and it's a 1-point lead for Elk Rapids.
It's coming down the chute, neck and neck once again. This
they're really a well-matched team.
And like I said, the game 3 here, about halfway through, they're starting to figure each other out. And it's getting a lot tougher to score points for both sides. Seeley coming all the way back to get that one. Musser sends that one. That one was going to be out. But Elk plays it, blocked there.
Gabos is really
and they called that in the net on the hit.
On the Elks, yeah. Goes Boyne City way, 2020.
Wow. Good look at the Rambler Rowdies. Yeah,
they agree. They agreed with that.
Having a good time on a Tuesday night. Musser to serve with the score tied at 20. And this is where I always get nervous because every point starts to really matter. 21-20 now, Musser.
She's one of our most consistent servers, so she's the perfect person to have in this position.
Very strong, both her and Seeley, very strong servers. Meaning that ball just comes over with some velocity. Oh man. My gosh. And Kane had a chance.
How that ball come back over, I don't know. She dunked it in and it just bounced back in play.
She had a chance to just dunk that thing straight down, and it just, she's mad at herself right now. You can see the look on her face. She's going, how did I miss that easy one?
Caught the other side of the net and flipped back over.
Caught her off guard.
Oh, nice
She's ready
job.
for that one, though.
Another situation for Elk, same kind of thing, but Seeley was there to block. There's Kane, and she just dips that one in there, and it drops right in the hole, and she's back on track. She's a little frustrated about that last one, but now she back on track, just drops that in. Again, when she starts to get ready on her approach, you can see those Elk Rapids girls just backing up, and she dropped it in front of them. 22-21, Gabos to serve. Back set for Elk. And
starting to figure that out.
Job, yeah. Oh man, almost had that down. Good hustle by Elk Rapids. Seeley gets that one. Here's Fitzpatrick gonna send that one down the line, somewhat down the line. Got to be careful down the line here, and that she's been doing that all night.
And that's usually where Molly Birch will be playing, like you said, Myra. And Molly's on the bench right now. Dicey in that play.
Yeah,
didn't get to the line in time.
Technically, that's Gabos' ball because it's so deep. She's playing sideline to sideline for those, but it helps a lot when you feel comfortable with the players that you're playing with.
22 all. Good set here to middle. Bailing, and that one.
She goes after it.
Good dig there, and they're going to just find those holes. Again, that was a scouting report. They know where to put the ball. Musser sends one. Oh, man. Thought that one was going to drop in after it hit the net.
Nice coming after it again.
Nice, there it is, there it is.
Annabelle sneaks one over again. We talked about that earlier. Not a set, but gets it in there and drops 23-22.
And that's amazing. That's just a call on Seeley. That's a leader on the floor. She calls that one. Coach isn't saying a thing about it. She's just reading the defense and just dropping that one in. Let's take a look at it.
Here it comes, right over. She sees the hole right here and just puts it right in there.
I gotta say, take a look.
Caitlin did a great job hustling up to get that ball right to target. She comes up, takes the pass, arms are nice and flat, right to target.
Beautiful.
Everybody's looking for that set, where it's going, where they're gonna block, and they take their eyes off it for a second to look for the hitters. And they drop it in, and there we go.
The Rambler Rowdies are pumped up.
Right here, I think we're missing out over here. These girls over here are doing a good job. Look at that action over here.
Annie Johnson and Zach Backus over there.
I think he knows he's the star, but I got some talent right here. I'll do some dots.
That's
like
a South, I think. That's a young South, Kira South.
Yeah, got them all going here.
That's a Rambler Rowdy for you. The future's bright, huh, Drew?
Yes, yes.
I think Drew wants to get over there too. But
half of the undefeated Pee Wee football team is running around here right now, trying to fill in their missing football skills here.
Oh, that's Musser's ball. She's got to help Gabos out. You can only do so much in the back row like that. She could have easily stepped in and set that ball right to target.
23 all now. Elk Rapids to serve.
Boy, this is what you expect in a matchup like this. Battling for that three-way tie in the first place division spot.
Elk Rapids fighting to stay undefeated in the conference. They're not going to go away quietly.
There, I thought that was going in.
Set here by Seeley. She goes across to Fitzpatrick. Got to be careful. Good hitter right there. Oh, there's again that push. And oh man, you see some frustration out of Elk Rapids. There's that spot.
She's got that spot figured out.
Seeley just is watching it. She's coming up to make that set. She's just peeking.
She's having to run all the way across, which makes it really hard to actually set up a hitter. So she did the perfect thing to dump it right in that hole.
Man. Just to be able to be aware on the floor where you are.
That one gets away from Brooklyn. Like you said, Andy, just great leadership, making that call individually on her own. She sees it kind of out of the corner of her eye. She's way over here.
You got to get up there and get to the ball and get ready to look like you're going to set it and then just push it over it.
We're at a pretty critical point, 24-24. We have to win by 2. Here we go with the good spot for Musser.
Block here, block right there by Bailing. Let that one go, and that's going to be a point for Boyne City. And Bailing is owning the net, 25-24. And in comes Kane as Bailing goes back to serve. So you have two of the tallest girls in the gym.
Right here.
Man, that's a great block.
That was a great block.
Great timing too, 25-24. There's a slide right there by Elk Rapids. And nobody, man.
Saving the day.
Good job, Musser.
She's everywhere. She's everywhere. Get a good block here. That one's going out.
That's out.
That's out, and that's game.
And Boyne City.
26-24, and they're going to take a 2-1 lead. Here we go.
2-1, as Andy mentioned, and these games brought to you tonight by Friggy's Great Wings, great food, great atmosphere. Come in and join us and watch any game. Char M United Way fights for the education, health, and financial stability for every person in every community. Also, Bob Mathers Ford. Bob Mathers Ford, your local Ford dealer, doing business downtown for over 101 years. Stop by and see Bob Mathers Ford. Also, this evening also brought to you by Up North Imagewear. It's your Rambler Wear headquarters. We would like to thank all of our community for your support for Boyne business, and WB Builders, proudly building in and around our community by employing locally, purchasing locally, and servicing locally for nearly 20 years. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors this evening, including My News 26, Up North Imagewear, Great Lakes Energy, My News 26.
I feel like we're on Sesame Street. This game has been brought to you by the letter T. I would like to give a shout out to all the VI people that are showing up here. There's our Great Lakes Energy sponsor right there. Fly in, that's awesome. Molly Day up there on Game Cam. Dalton Cole on Hero Cam. And then we have Carter Coates in there on TDN.
I always talk too fast for Carter. Yeah?
Chandler Jackson's on audio. Of course, Ethan Hill's on replay. Randy Calcaterra, I don't know what he's doing in there, but
he's talking in our ear all night.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
Oh, he's in there?
Yeah, we're peeking out of the gym right now, and it's a downpour. So to get to the truck, there's a sheet of rain out there. So the boys are still deep in their hide and seek game, but now they're taking a little dance break. I see Ames doing a little dancing over here, as well as Jillian Kane there in the huddle, keeping it loose.
That's a good move.
Looking up in the stand, and Jillian's dad just showing up. Mike Kane, our city manager.
Yeah, he's missed a lot of good stuff, but I'm sure he's going to see a lot more here.
Showing up just in time.
In Game 4.
Oh.
Gabe Walsh showing some dance moves. You got to get a camera on that guy. Huh?
Awesome.
It's the Rambler Rowdies West. Gabe Walsh.
Gabe Walsh.
Come on over here, young man. Show us those moves. They're whooping it up.
Yeah, there you go.
Got the flossy floss going too. Some flossy.
Do the floss. Oh, there's the floss. Oh my goodness.
Can you do the Dougie?
Oh, you got to see Ames try to do the floss. If we can get him to do the floss, that.
Oh yeah, they're whooping it up. There it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, Boyne City takes a 2-1 lead on the undefeated Elks, and so exactly kind of where we want to be right now. What do you expect here for Game 4, Myra?
Well, Elk Rapids really needs to cover that hole right in the middle.
There's the crew right there. Sorry to interrupt. There's the crew.
There we go. There you go, Gabe. They got a camera on you now. Ready?
Dance. Yeah.
Flossy, flossy.
Oh, there it is. There's the move.
Yeah, I think I saw Stephon Diggs do that on the commercial.
Oh, yeah. His dad would be so proud right now.
Oh, that was good. That was a lot of bad action.
Yeah, the walk away dance move.
Yeah.
Peace out.
All right, what do you expect in Game 4 here, Myra? Sorry, we got cut off by the dance moves.
Elk Rapids just really needs to make sure we cover that hole. And Boyne City just needs to stay aggressive and make sure they don't get comfortable just tipping, but continue to hit the ball and get the pass to target.
And they did. That Game 3, they really became a little more aggressive in that second half of that, and it really turned it up some and came out with the win.
Roger and I are always going to relate this to football, but coming out here, I would run it off tackle about 3 times, and then you pull it out and run around the corner. But so I'd be slamming this ball as hard as I could every time, and then you start dropping those
in the end zone.
Yeah.
Put it through the uprights.
Yeah, there's a good block at the net there by Baleen and Fitzpatrick, and it's 1-0 already.
On the chemistry of the girls over there, not only these guys over here dancing, but the whole Rambler team dancing over there. And their enthusiasm is about as high as you can get tonight.
Oh, man. Fitzpatrick hit a laser. She might be showing up here for Game 4 all warmed up and ready to slam some.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that, man. She got to that one, and that's going to be tough for her.
That's a great spot to try and put the ball. She did a good job there.
It's just it's against all the flow of the game. You start moving inside, and then they hit it down the line, and it's just not natural for that to go there. Kind of like a reverse in football. I'll keep going to the football for you, Raj.
Pitch it back.
Yeah.
That's a great pass.
Good set there to the middle. Fitzpatrick is feeling it, and that's on the line. That's got to be in. Nice job.
Boyne City 3-0.
She's got some velocity in this game now. Game 4 must be Fitzpatrick's game here. Warming up.
And Jillian Kane's hot, and Mustard's playing a great game. You got Annabelle serving. It certainly could go a couple more points if you play it right. I spoke too soon.
Yeah, just jinxed everybody in the house. Yeah.
Sorry. Connor Gavis' brother tweeting in, I'm watching from East Lansing. Appreciating all the in-depth analysis. Mister? Did you forget an S there, Connor?
Why are you saying I had the in-depth? I think it's Mrs. Brian. I think you missed.
I think he's giving you props, Andy.
Yeah.
You're doing well.
Well, being married to a volleyball coach for many, many years, I pick up on some of the stuff. Like a lift or a carry or whatever that was.
One of those husbands that listen.
Yeah, there's the back set, and Gabos digging that one out of the floor. Man, nice hit right there.
Annabelle was in the perfect spot for defense.
Like I said, they know each other very well now in game 4 here. And oh, nice block.
Great.
Just got to turn it in.
She's got to turn it in. She's in the right position. She's up nice and early. She's pressing. She just needs to turn her hands.
Got to turn those shoulders, get them square. Good shot of Musser. Getting ready to receive here. Birch digs that one out, and that one's going to go out. And it's tied up 3-3. Great serve. Libero to libero right there. And Fitzpatrick going down line again.
That was...
Play at the net goes Elk Rapids' way, and they take a 1-point lead here in game 4. Which is brought to you by Up North Imagewear, I believe.
You're right, Andy. Up North Imagewear. There's the graphic popping up right now. Yeah, Up North.
The graphic there. Do we have a trivia question from Up North Imagewear tonight?
Here.
Or do we have to make it up? Oh, there it is.
Okay.
There it is.
You want to get this one, Andy?
Yeah, I'll take it. So the Up North Imagewear trivia question tonight, tweet in your answer. The first This Is RSN commercial ever produced featured the entire Boyne City volleyball squad and what Boyne City teacher?
Ooh, I know this one.
I know this one too. That was one of my favorite commercials. Awesome. So tweet in your answers, Team BCVI, and you might win. I don't know, what are they winning?
T-shirt.
I think a T-shirt, yeah, from Up North.
Johnny and Shelley Bush will provide you with some apparel from Up North Imagewear. And
that's right. Or you could win, some babysitting hours for our boys as they run around.
And that gets you more time on RSN.
That's right. There's a price for this. All right. During that trivia question.
Talking to the Rambler Rowdy's getting too rowdy.
Yeah, they must have been saying.
Was it a ukulele or something?
Oh, is that what it was? I'm hearing over there?
I thought I was hearing a little ukulele
Somebody
going on.
said that you can't do that.
You can't play ukulele during the game.
I think that's what it was. I don't know. So Elk Rapids with a 2-point lead right now. Must have been the ukulele. Bailey just pushes that one over. Free ball set by. Oh, nice. That.
Melton really likes to run the slide. She's always running behind the setter.
And that one worked. You know, you get the blockers not in total position, and she snuck that one right down in front of them. So.
Yeah, the whole student section quieted right down. I think Nick Allen got called out for hollering.
Something.
Playing a sousaphone over there?
It might have been mellophone. I'm not sure, but
he is in a band.
Yeah. So something they were doing was distracting to the servers, and so they got
kind of like the headlights at a football game.
That's right. Got a little lecture, and it quieted them right down. So 8-4 here. Man, what a serve. Jeez. That was Brookshire again.
Wilkins just sending it over really strong.
Free ball coming to Gavis there.
That was a great pass.
Set to Bailey, and she didn't get up and get it down the way she wanted to. There's a block at the net, so she makes up for it with a block.
And the Ramblers really spot on with that back set. They know right where to jump up and block here.
Ball's
see,
coming, she gets up. She's off, if you can tell. Musser's right here close to the net. Baleen was off just a little bit. She needs to get just a little bit closer because that ball almost came down between her and the net.
Good dig. See if Seeley can handle this one.
Yeah, Molly Birch had a chance there. Didn't get up enough.
Free ball over for Elk. There's the
there's
shoot.
the spot. There's
beat
the
us
spot.
at our own game there.
Great hustle by Annabelle to try to pick that up.
And of all people, diving for it was Annabelle. She's getting a little taste of her own medicine there.
That's right.
Sure
I think Brenton Fitz has the trivia answer.
He does.
Tonight. That's the winner.
Brenton Fitzpatrick is the winner of the Up North Imageware trivia question. It is Dale Thomason, and I think they're going to dial that commercial up in the truck for us so we can actually see it to make sure you're right. But we know you're right.
Yep.
So
Brenton watches too much RSN in his free time and knows the answers to those commercials.
And that one goes deep.
Deep and out.
So 9-6, Elk Rapids with the lead.
May have been even pretty close.
This line is open. She had the right idea.
Yeah.
It's just a little deep with follow through on that.
Yeah, that line has been killing us. That shot down the line has been killing us all night. Here's Musser. Man, look at that.
It's coming right at us.
Consistent.
Good.
Kenzie Huber was right there waiting for that hit by Musser. Here it is again, and she's going to try to go line a little bit. And
Annabelle tried to set her a little bit faster set that second one to get it to move a little bit different for her. So she likes, Musser tends to like the sets a little higher, a little slower, so she hits right across really consistently, but when Annabelle sets her a little faster like that, it forces her to get a little more momentum into it, a little more power.
10-6 Elk Rapids. Dicey Siska getting way down for that one. Free ball coming, and Gabos just mishit that one.
A little out of sync right now, a little out of sync.
Let's see how long Coach Slate lets this go on before she calls a timeout.
How long would you let it go?
I don't know. I got to see what happens here. Everything changes so quick. This rally scoring stuff is crazy. Musser.
There's that consistent higher set.
Down the line again, and that one just a little bit off, and that's out. Luckily, because that spot, like you said, is wide open down that line.
That's where they like to go.
I know I'd be going there all the time because it is against the flow. Like I said, it's open. Everybody's flowing to the inside looking for you to hit a cross court. And you just drop it down the line.
Fitz is in the front row now. Musser went back to serve, so we should see a little bit more down the line hit.
Just out of reach for Gabus.
That one was tough. I mean, that is her ball, but Dicey Siska's right in front of her and ducks at the last minute. So again, hard for Gabus to track that ball when she can't see it.
It'd really help if Dicey made the decision a little earlier to either take it or make sure Gabos knew it was hers.
Miscommunication there.
Same situation.
Yeah. Somebody make the decision quicker, right?
Just comes at you so fast. You gotta
Let's take a look at that last one that we were talking about.
Here it comes.
Right there.
Short. Right. You think the blocker's going up for it and is going to take it, and it ends up falling right behind her.
Well, we got ball in play now, still volleying.
You're lucky they didn't score a point while you're at replay. Oh, man, great job. Fitzpatrick,
Fitz likes that line.
She loves going line, and that one she came real aggressive with it, and that was quick. There she is. You can see her getting ready over there. And she just turned that wrist right down the line. Good job.
Thanks.
That was awesome.
It's a very flat dimensional
different
line.
angle there.
Yeah, it's tough when you can't see the floor on the replay.
Yeah.
Flat dimensional.
Flat dimensional. She's an artist, so she uses these terms, and you just got to believe her. That's a word, I guess.
I believed you.
Yeah, I believe you. It sounded very good, flat dimensional. Oh, good block, and Balin gets blocked, and that's a big momentum
that's
boost
Haley Bush
for Elk Rapids to block her. 13-9 now, and Boyne's got to be careful.
All right, she's coming off the hit.
This is a better dimension, huh, Mike?
This is like three-dimensional.
I thought it was going to be replay, but I guess it's not. I was going.
You can draw on the live play too.
She just needs to go this angle with her hit. She went right down the center. That's why it got blocked.
Very rectangular dimensional. Fitzpatrick loops that one over. Outside hit there. That one gets blocked a piece and just makes it hard again for the people to get in behind it there.
Sarah has a great swing on the right side there with her left hand. That's a great place for a lefty to play.
Elk keeping this one alive, and Seeley tries to just dump that one in. They've seen that a few times, so they're ready for it. And that one.
Ooh, I thought that was out. Looks like they're going to call that in.
That was in. You could tell right away by the disgust on Caitlin's face that that one was in. So let's take a look at it right here. They're discussing it right now. We'll go to replay and take a look.
Yeah, we got a good advantage here.
That's right. Yeah, and that one was well in. That was definitely in.
Okay. Good call.
Just got right over the top of her head. If she could just put her hands up and take that ball, it would really help take this corner out of play for Caitlin like that.
Yeah, she's got to get all the way over there now, and Dicey
Yeah,
just keeps.
and she's in the middle playing the hit. So.
Well, that's a ball they both could get. Nice. Quick little decision there by Bailey, and there's the block. That tipped that one up. Nice
play.
And they are feeling very quick, as well as Elk Rapids keeping that in play. Long set. Oh man, right down the line, and there they are waiting for it. I think they know that Fitz is going line. Set by Seeley.
Fitz again.
She's got to get that thing some velocity behind it, like that.
Coming from the science teacher.
Yeah. Oh, nice job. There's the velocity I wanted right there.
We go. Ethan Hewitt
Nice
tweeting
job.
in, missing alongside Jake Keltz commentating.
Yeah.
We've done this a couple times.
Man, we got to run that graphic again for Fitzpatrick. She looks so tough coming in that graphic right there. That,
Nice.
Look at that. Look at that.
oh. Nice job. That's just got some velocity coming down, made it hard for Elk
She
Rapids
did.
to
She
go.
got that arm up nice and high.
Oh, take a look at her. There it is. Oh, my goodness. She looks just like a thug, doesn't she? Man.
Vicious.
That's right.
That's my line.
Hate to run into that Brooklyn in a dark alley somewhere.
Brent maybe has.
Yeah, he's probably seen that look a few times.
Don't mess with little sister.
That's a tough play out of the net.
Oh, there's that spot again. And Caitlin is just, you can tell, she is very frustrated with that back corner. That's tough. That libero position has got to be able to cover, like you said, line to line. That's tough.
Unless it's a decision that you make pregame with the coach of who's taking that ball, but usually it's the libero's spot. This time, though, Annabelle's in the back row now. So she's coming up to set the ball, and so there's a whole new dynamic in that back corner that's got to work.
Look at that.
Nice
Josie
job.
going up for it.
Swing in the
nice
arm.
block.
Set again to Fitzpatrick. Down the line again, tough angle, and that one goes off the hands of Madison Hall.
And Boyne City inching back into this, 13-14 now. Take a look at this replay here.
Good hustle there. Seeley getting it out to
Push.
Fitzpatrick.
And she elects not to go down the line that time and gets one in.
Anytime you get a hitter to reach high like that, it's always a good thing.
Oh man, a lot of sloppy volleyball going on right now, but it's a volley.
Oh, hitting those corners. Elk Rapids is figuring it out.
Starting to extend the floor for Boyne City, making them work a little bit harder in that back corner. There's another one. Push back to that corner.
Yep, they took our setter right out of it for that play.
There they did it again. Gabos. She is getting frustrated. You can see it. I've seen this many times in softball, basketball. That look on her face. She's very, very classy, but very frustrated.
I wonder which commercials Brenton shows the most in his class. And so, Brenton, if you want to tweet in, we can show one of your favorites. We got your trivia question tweet.
There's Seeley finding that open spot in the middle of the floor again. 14 now, 15 creeping up.
Get a nice, easy pass. It looks like she has all of these hitters to hit to, but she just want to dump it right over the top.
And that's a great read by Seeley. And doing it all night. There's a great hit, and oh, White
keeps it alive.
Wow.
Comes over.
Seeley starting to warm up here in game 4. Gabos digs that one out.
She's all over now.
She is. Nice hustle. There's Musser getting blocked.
Oh.
What do they call on that one? That's
yeah.
They said it didn't clear the net, but I thought it looked like it did.
Man.
I'm watching the face.
What we're going to want to look for here to see if the ball, when it gets over, if the ball cleared the net on our hit, or was it blocked? And they're saying it hit the tape instead of hit the block.
That's
a tight look.
Okay.
That makes perfect sense.
It does. I get it. It'd be 4 hits if it hit the net, right? But if it hit the block, they can keep playing.
They can keep playing it,
Yep.
yeah. There's a missed serve. That always helps in tight situations like this. Get a little more momentum going our way.
Look at Brenton reacting to that picture. Brooklyn's picture is just Boyne tough. That is her Boyne tough face. It is.
Thumbs must be getting sore. He's tweeting it.
Yeah.
Keeping it rolling, Brenton. We also like to know your favorite RSN commercial, by the way.
You should be correcting papers or something right now, shouldn't you? And that one is going to be out.
He's a football coach, though. He doesn't have to do that stuff.
Take a look
Brooklyn
here.
really making a great defensive play. She's got this big hole to cover, and she gets that hand down, gets the ball up. That's a really tough play to pull off.
There's a drop right in there, but there's Fitzpatrick again.
Covering the other side of the court. Yep.
And how come Jillian didn't get up to block that? She was trying to. Oh, man. Good block there. Again, that's Madison Hall over there on that right side. Not the tallest player, but she can get up and block this one. Here's the replay of it right there. Look at that, getting up, pushing that ball back down.
Jillian's there for cover right under the block, but it just went over her shoulders the other direction.
All right, Elk Rapids now starting to pull away in this game. 19-16 is quite the lead.
Shoes are coming off now, you guys.
I don't understand where our kids are getting all the candy.
Yeah,
I gave them no money.
It is trick-or-treat season.
I think they're finding it underneath the bleachers. There's that back corner.
That's that back corner back here. Gables has just got to get used to having to take that ball.
20-16 now.
All right, Brent, here we go. Your trivia answer coming out.
I saw that I had the entire volleyball team in third hour. I thought, well, they're just students, so it shouldn't really mean anything, right? Veronica, what do you have for number 3?
3 times the square root of 5.
Yes, that is correct. Kaylee, number 5?
Square root of 32.
I mean, it's even when I call on other students. And Nolan, what is number 11?
Go, Nolan, go, Nolan, go! Go, Nolan, go, Nolan, go!
25.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ouch!
No different, right? Clear your desk and get ready for the quiz, please.
Hey, students!
Hey, what?
Are you ready?
For what?
To show us how we rock this quiz! This is how we rock this quiz! Shaboom! Shabang! You wish you were a Rambler! Shaboom! Shabang! You wish you were a Rambler!
Boyne City is the best. This is the best.
All right, we're back at live action. That's a great commercial. We were having a good time commentating the commercial. Thought you guys could hear us. Luckily,
hopefully you can hear the commercial.
Yeah. We had a lot of good jokes about that commercial. But we were just saying, if anybody that's in that commercial is watching, tweet in and tell us how you're doing. 21-16 now here in game 4. Elk Rapids, 5-point lead and getting dangerously close to tying this thing up at 2 apiece.
Oh.
And that's going to be a point for Elk Rapids. It's going to be 22-16. And like we said earlier, this one has the feel of going to 5.
This one does. We really got to buckle down on our passing, get it right to target to help Annabelle out here.
There we go. Oh, man.
That was just a little over her shoulder.
That one we needed to kind of turn the momentum, but 23-16 now for the Elks. Beautiful technique on Molly Birch, digging that one. Musser sending over an easy one, and here's a hit down the line. You knew it was coming, and
you knew it was coming.
Gabos still struggling.
If I were Gabos, I'd be moving over to that line and camping out until they make you do something different, because they definitely have that spot figured out.
Here's a tweet by Brenton Fitzpatrick. His favorite RSN commercial is the Valentine's Day one featuring my dad as the basketball coach. Oh, I remember that one. This is good. I think we have it queued up. We have a timeout right now. Let's see if they can call it up from the truck and play it for you right now.
A crucial part to make this sports show work is to find just. So as we all know, Jay and Tanner constantly holding hands in the hallway, at lunch, during classes.
both wear number 10, both captains of their basketball teams. The question was, how does that work when they practice?
All right, here we go. 2-line chest passes. Hands, feet, and eyes on every catch. Go. Hop to it. That's it. Snap the ball. Good. Good. Nice job. Nice. Nice job. Eyes up, Jen. Eyes up. Go crossover. First group. Go. Good. That's it. That's it. Good. Hands up, butts down, and slide.
Again, we're cracking up watching that commercial. Any other requests, keep sending them in, tweet them in.
There she goes. She made the adjustment, got down the line for that.
Gabos finally gets that corner dug out. 24-16 here. Elks trying to put this game away.
Come on, Kane.
There it is in that spot. Oh, they kept it alive. Kane's going to hammer that one, but it gets blocked, and that's the game. Now we're tied up 2-2.
That's a perfect example of using a swipe versus hitting that last one for Kane. She gets up, it's tight at the net. She's gonna reach up here, but with one hand, she's a little short.
Yeah, that's the difference right there. Let's take a look, see if we can see that from a different angle, but that was a huge play at the net for Elk Rapids.
They're scrappy. We heard that coming in, that they were going to be good defensively. And she goes up nice and strong, gets the block, and it gets pushed just going the other way.
That's pretty amazing for a single block right there in the middle.
Look at the coverage around here, too. Elk Rapids is really doing a great job.
Yeah, you see the U there for that.
This is textbook coverage, and we needed to be just tucked in just a little bit on this side for us, for Boyne City.
All right, well, anybody have a RSN commercial that you'd like to dial up from the truck? We're keeping them on their toes in there. Before we go to game 5 here into the exciting game, Roger, I think you have some things you'd like to share with us.
Yeah, we do have a sponsor from Shariam United Way. Shariam United Way working with schools and others to support early literacy, but only with your help. Donate now. $50,000 invested in local preschools. Every penny counts. We'd like to thank Shariam United Way for their sponsorship tonight in this third set. Well, this is our fifth game. Shariam, thank you.
Fifth and deciding. This is huge.
Only goes to 15. It's got a whole different feel about it. They got to come out and get ahead and stay ahead. It's a little bit harder to swing the momentum.
And we've shown that in the first 3 games, that we can get out ahead and we can get some momentum going. And Elk Rapids showing the audacity to keep in this game, and they inch back 2-2.
Yeah, when you're a team that's heavy defensively, you're always going to be scrappy and ready to do that. So they've definitely shown that tonight.
So do you come out aggressive here if you're Boyne City? Just come out and
I would. You know me.
Give it all you got.
You run off tackle 5 times in a row, and then you change the game plan. But I would be hammering. I wouldn't be looking for those holes just yet to just dump it in. I would be coming out aggressive, get some quick points, get up. Again, it goes to 15. It's a whole new sense of urgency in this 5th set here. So
Gabos made the adjustment on that back corner, so hopefully Boyne continues to do that.
And again, it does at times take away our setter, if you want to explain that while they're on the floor right now.
Anytime the ball gets hit to this corner over here where our setter typically plays defense in the back row, you're going to see Annabelle start here and then have to run up to the net to set the ball. Anytime Elk Rapids dumps the ball on that side, it makes it harder for us defensively because it takes her out of the ability to set the ball if she takes that first ball.
So somebody else has to set, or she has to really hustle and get to the ball. So smart move.
There she is.
There we go, and that is out.
First point goes Boyne City's way.
Again, this is nerve-wracking the entire time because, again, it only goes to 15. So Boyne City starts out scoring first. That's what we want to see. Seeley to serve.
That's a great short serve.
Man, they weren't ready for that. There's the push right there. There's Seeley. Set by Birch now.
That's a great
down the line by Fitzpatrick.
Nails it.
That was a great smart play by Birch. She went with a comfortable set. Annabelle had to step in and take that first ball like that.
Right down the line.
Great shot there where that ball's coming in.
Sneaking it right down around that blocker. The blocker, if she moved just a little bit over, that would have been a different story, but she's smart to play it outside that blocker.
Great dig by Caitlin. Going to Fitz again. That one gets blocked, and that one they said, yep, hit the net and did not hit the block. So
yep, didn't clear the net.
That's what happened last time. See, we're learning.
Okay, yeah. Picking up on that.
Very tough to see. That guy has the best angle. He's right up there on the net.
That's why he stands there.
That's a good spot for him. Yeah, that's a really good spot. Oh,
that's a tight. Anytime we have a tight pass like that and she gets pushed right up to the net, it's really hard set for her. There wasn't much she could do with that ball, especially when she's in the back row. She can't jump up and attack it like a hitter.
Oh boy.
Little out of position for Musser there. Knocks it out of bounds.
Game 5, you're tired. You got to keep moving your feet. This game goes by quick. It's 3-2 already with Elk up by 1. Oh man, I thought that one was going to get eaten up by the net, and it made it over. Boyne makes do with it.
Nice
little back set.
Great block by Brooklyn.
That one.
Fitz.
That one, I looked like that one went into the net and didn't get hit by the blocker. I'm serious. Did anybody see that?
You can see it rolled down.
I was going with the audio on that. I heard a hand
Watch,
smack.
yeah, they're dealing it back for me. Oh yeah, I guess it did hit Brooklyn's hand. Okay, thanks.
There's another one, in case you're wondering.
Little dunk.
I'm sorry, we got burned on it twice. I'm watching that net close now. And that one, I thought was going to drop in.
Good
Just a little
play
bit.
by number 13 there, letting it go out of bounds. And it's already a tight one, guys, 3-4. It's going to go back and forth here.
You can see that one, right? Look at how close that was.
Good shot there.
Clearly out. Oh, man.
Really low set there.
Oh, boy, you got to hustle here, Seeley. Gets it back into play. Gable's going to try to get this one over, and that good hustle play all around. Good block right there.
Caitlin digging it out.
Keeping it up. And nice job.
Great corner shot.
Spread that defense out. Get him out of position. Good set here to Musser. Drops it right down. 4-4 now. Great spot for Musser. Here's Allie Kane. Oh, I missed the tweet. Dang
She was in that commercial.
Showing the replay here.
Here we go.
I think she said she was in that RSN spot.
Musser typically likes to hit it right here, but she just hit it just a little bit over that block this time.
And they weren't expecting that.
They weren't expecting it.
Tied up and back to live action. And Elk Rapids hit it into the out of bounds. And, here's Allie Kane's tweet again. Yes, I was in that commercial with Mr. Thomason. Missed my fellow Lady Ramblers and Myra as my volleyball coach. Also, go Jill. That's right. You coached Allie Kane. That's right.
She knows what she's talking about too, doesn't she?
Allie, I have to say your sister has a similar arm swing, that same elbow that you had to work on all the time.
Yeah, she said that right away when she saw Jillian play. All the Canes have the same arm swing.
Arm swing.
Yeah.
Is that just the length of the arm? Is it?
It's just the way that arm moves.
Is it genetics?
Yeah, they're all very long and lanky. Yeah. 5 to 5.
They're great hard workers. So.
They are great kids in the classroom. Set here for Elk Rapids.
You can
down
tell
the line.
She was going down the line too, but Gabos just needed to commit a little earlier.
Yeah, her shoulders were square down that line. Every
she was
second she was going up. Take a look at it right here. You can see.
I always go to the wrong screen. She's ready to go down that way, and there she went. She does a great job of following through too, all the way to her hip like that. You can see, which really helps get the ball to where it's going.
Good analysis. Nice hit there by Kane.
Taking Annabelle out of the set.
Drop it in there for Musser. They're onto it now. They know. There's a slide coming back. Gabus digging it out. Kane to Musser. Good volley going here.
Great volley happening right now.
Good set. Musser off balance. That's the way she likes it. And
got him out of position.
Man. Everybody thought she was going line. She got everybody moving that way.
I thought at first it was the Elks that were out of position, and they just caught Boyne out of.
You see that whole field just shift over that way, and she sent it the other way. And Tori Wilkins over there on that left side is having a great 5th game. Up 2 points, 7-5. Musser, that leaning hit. Drop it in the hole, but Birch is there. And,
nice
and they call that in the net. She was way up over, but her body was in the net.
She's really hustling well. She's going around the setter on the backside, and then she's having to run all the way across the other side to block.
Okay,
she's
that's not
really hustling. This is not the angle, but
yeah.
I mean, I could just do a little star.
Yeah, there you go. Nice star.
There it is right
Yeah,
there.
she really did play well that game, or that.
There she is again, and she just hammers it right off Kane and gets another point.
Boy, that's Alex Melton, number 3.
Jillian really needs to focus now on her middle hitter and taking responsibility for her and paying attention to wherever she moves on the floor, because she moves in front of the setter, she moves behind the setter, and now she doesn't have to worry about her because she just moved to back row to serve.
Well, Elk Rapids up 8-6 now, and good to get number 3 off the net for Boyne. Musser. Good set here. Watch the line. Seeley over to Musser with a free ball.
That's a great spot for Musser to put that.
Sends it deep. Oh, man. Jeez. Wilkins just sends that one. That flat-footed hit that just you don't think there's going to be much. Got a good top spin and just send that one down. 9-6.
Fitz has just got to sell out and go after that all the way. There's nothing else to do but just dive for it.
Siska with the dig. Seeley gets it to Musser. Musser hits that one.
Oh, boy.
We're being tentative, and right now they just, well, good. They're taking a timeout.
Good timeout by Slate. Yeah.
That's not the killer instinct you were hoping to see coming out in this last game. Just going after it.
Like we said, it's already 10-6. I mean,
it kind of has that feel like the Ramblers' pace have just tamed down a little bit.
Yeah.
They're seeming just a little frustrated.
Well, and this volleyball is tough with the rally scoring. I remember when I was watching you coach and go to your tournaments, and I'd watch, and before rally scoring came in, and man, those games took forever. It was side out. Man. You had to only scored when you had the side out, and it took forever. And so they decided to go to rally scoring. I don't know how many years ago now, but where every mistake is a point, which everybody in the crowd's going, sweet, these go a lot faster, a lot more exciting. But man, the problem is with girls, every mistake is a point for the other team. So, you know, if you have a turnover in basketball or something in football like that, you can get it back, and it doesn't automatically mean a touchdown or points for the other team. But in volleyball with girls and you know, their confidence, it's tough because if you make a mistake, it's a point for the other team. And so if you make a couple in a row, you got to fight through that and be confident. And so now I'm kind of thinking that rally scoring, it makes it exciting, but man, it's really tough mentally for the girls to stay in a game if they make a few mistakes.
Exactly, and the game has just enough pauses to really be able to think about those mistakes in between each ball.
Well, you stop the play with your mistake, and you got to sit there and think about it, and then
the coach tells you about it.
Yeah, everybody knows it stopped because of you. So it's exciting, but it's tough. Got to be mentally tough. Down the line again.
It looks like Boyne's just chosen to stay block and cross for her, even though she typically has been hitting down line, and they just moved Gabby to deep corner.
We'll take a look at this replay here. You see that one goes down the line just.
We have our blocker staying here to block cross instead of moving over, and Gabby still isn't moving outside of the block. She's staying behind the block. She just needs to move one way or another.
Push it out of the line a little bit further than they want to. Is that right?
Yes.
Good job here by both teams keeping this alive. And there she goes across.
What a hit.
I don't think the block got there efficiently enough, and she sends that one down. Wilkins is having a great game 5. It's 11-7 now. And half of the points, I believe, have come from Wilkins.
Our crowd looks stunned.
Yeah. Yeah.
AJ always looks that way.
He always looks like that, yes.
That's a great hustle by Annabelle. That's one thing you see in a setter is they can hustle.
Oh. Frustration now setting in, 12-7, and I haven't seen Boyne City actually have a solid hit in this game, I think. And that's what we were talking about. They just did not come out aggressive.
Has a different feel all around.
It does.
Elk Rapids is showing a little more emotion too than they've shown so far, so they're getting pretty excited, it looks like.
Free ball over to Elk Rapids.
That's a great pass. Holy moly.
The momentum changer here.
Good block. Maybe this will change it a little bit here. That one's going to go out. Here we go. 12-8.
Gotta love the block.
Yeah, got to go back to what got you here. So
I personally think we could celebrate our blocks a little more. She does a great job of setting up the block right here.
Turns it right in.
She leans into it, gets that right arm in towards the court.
Got a ball
Bam!
play.
Oh, you guys missed that.
Showed up, Josie Baling.
Man, you missed that because of the replay, but man, they set middle for Josie Balin, and she sent that one down hard. And the tide is changing here a little bit, and Elk Rapids is going to call a timeout because the Ramblers are rolling.
That's a play right there where it does change momentum. Just one player's enthusiasm. The way she went up for that.
You knew it was coming down hard.
I'm going to win this game.
Well, and it started with the block. She got up for the block and was able to come back through with some momentum for the swing.
So talk about that a little bit more with, we always joke, people that don't know volleyball that well, we always joke about how long does it take you guys to practice those cheers and understand all those cheers and stuff. And as a coach, that's an important part because you just said you wish that they would celebrate their blocks a little more. That is their strength with the twin towers, the triple towers in there. What do you mean by that?
Because there's so much pausing and time in between each play, anytime a team comes together to celebrate and to really build a positive vibe out there is always good. Especially when, if you get possessions where players are running all over the court to try to chase down a ball and they just can't seem to get it together. If they can come together at the middle, it really helps in between each play and reassures everyone that they're there together to do this.
Yeah, kind of like what I was saying about the rally scoring with the confidence. So on good plays, it's good to make sure you celebrate that. So.
Well, Rambler sports fans are in for a treat here. I mean, we've got 5 games. It's 9-12. This is going to come down to the wire,
It's a great
folks.
pass from Elk Rapids. That's one thing they're really doing well this game is passing.
Oh, man.
It's a huge difference.
She hit that aggressive. They're calling for a tip. I don't know if it got tipped. It didn't look like it, but some of the Ramblers were calling for that tip. Let's take a look here. This is the best angle.
Sorry.
Just all we want to see is the tip. All we want to see is the tip.
I think the pad or the antenna might. Yeah, we can't tell. It looked like it went right through her. Her hands weren't closed on the block. It looked like it went right through them.
Good job. They're covering that middle hole.
Brooklyn again.
Yep. They
Good
pulled
dive.
over that left back defender to cover that hole.
That's better. Good hit. Gabos struggling into that one, and it's 14-9.
Elk showing some strength at the net on that play.
This is definitely the game of line.
Yeah.
Both teams really have played a lot of balls down the line.
Could be game point here.
Yeah. It's set by Seeley. Fitzpatrick. Here we go. Goal line. No. Goes in, and that one's out. 14-10 now.
About it. She was thinking about it.
That one
there.
I thought was in. From again, our angle on the other side of the gym, that one looked like it was going to go down, but watch this.
She comes right in.
This is who you want serving right now.
She's got to go over the block when she goes right there. She should have went line.
Back to live action. Seeley here.
Goes. Right around the block.
That's going to be it.
That's gonna be it.
15-10. Elk Rapids takes it 3-2, and you got to give credit to Boyne City. They definitely belong here. So Elk Rapids stays undefeated. Boyne City goes to 3rd place behind Traverse City and Elk Rapids in the conference, which will seed them a little bit lower in the conference tournament. But man, what a valiant effort here tonight, and
great
definitely great sportsmanship. Speaking of great sportsmanship, Raj.
Speaking of great sportsmanship, nothing can beat it. Nothing can beat great sportsmanship in a game in high school sports. When you put it all together, it's not just about how you execute as an athlete, it's about how you execute as a person in the match. It's showing good effort, good reflexes, and respect. It's showing confidence and character, skillfulness, and sportsmanship. Now that's a great game. Nothing beats good sportsmanship. A message from the MHSAA promoting values of educational athletics. Whew.
Well, thanks. That was good. I know. We've tried for Calc to get that pre-recorded, but the Ramblers here tonight, valiant effort. I have a lot to be proud of. I hope Coach Slate builds on that for the rest of their games and then into the tournament. And you got to give credit to Elk Rapids for staying undefeated, beating the top 2 teams in the conference with Boyne City and Traverse City St. Francis. And they're going to be tough to beat in the tournament conference. So we'll be on air again for volleyball.
That's right. This is a My News 26 broadcast, so you can catch out this game again Thursday at 9 o'clock p.m. You can also catch it Sunday at 9 o'clock p.m. It'll be re-airing those 2 times this week. So check it out on My News 26. That's channel 13. On Tuesday, October 23rd, we'll be right back here in the gymnasium.
That's right, we're going to cover another one. So all you guys that were tweeting in,
East Jordan coming to the wheelhouse. And
our kids are back. That's good.
October 23rd, we'll be back here in the wheelhouse covering that volleyball game against East Jordan.
Hopefully we get Myra back, because Myra, great debut.
Yeah, that was
nicely
fantastic.
Done. You guys worked really well together.
All right, thanks for tuning in. You've been listening to watching the Rambler Sports Network. For Roger Coates and Myra Bryant, I'm Andy Bryant. We'll see you on the 23rd.